holding primaries today.
Voters going to the polls today in Florida, Wyoming, and Alaska. Races to watch in Florida include the 20th Congressional District, where incumbent Debbie Wasserman Schultz is running against 4 other Democrats, including Democrat Socialist Elijah Manley, who is anti-ICE. In District 25, DSA-backed candidate Oliver Larkin, who is also anti-ICE, is challenging incumbent Congressman Democrat Jared Moskowitz. Now, as for the governor's race, Republican Congressman Byron Donalds is looking to secure the nomination. He is likely to face Democrat David Jolly in November. Ron DeSantis is term limited.
Correspondent Laura Winters. Another ship has been targeted in the Strait of Hormuz. The vessel was hit by some sort of projectile.
There was no immediate claim of responsibility for the Tuesday morning attack, reported by the British military's UK Maritime Trade Operations Centre. With negotiations between the US and Iran stalled, Iran has been holding separate talks with Oman on a plan to manage ships transiting the strait. President Donald Trump said that the US would bomb Oman if it gets in the way. Iran effectively closed the strait after Israel and the US attacked the country on February the 28th. Roughly 1/5 of the world's traded oil supplies passed through the strait before the war. I'm Karen Shamath.
Child safety and privacy are at the heart of a lawsuit against Facebook and Instagram's parent Meta. 4 states seek extensive damages, and the trial gets underway today with opening arguments. California and Colorado, Kentucky and New Jersey are also demanding changes in the way the company operates its popular online platforms. On Wall Street, ahead of this morning's opening bell, the Dow futures are down 55 points, while the NASDAQ futures are off 386 points. More on these stories, townhall.com.
The following is a real-life story from Trinity Debt Management.
When I was feeling the stress of too much credit card debt, I looked at 2 different options, debt settlement and debt management. They may sound the same, but guess what? They're not. Debt settlement seemed like a quick fix, but I found out it would destroy my credit, create tax headaches, and hit me with huge fees. They actually told me to stop paying my bills. No way, not me. Then I turned to a debt management plan developed by the team at Trinity. They worked with my creditors, lowered my payments, reduced my interest, saved me thousands, and paid off my debt. And Trinity is a Christian company, which is important to me.
If credit card debt has you down, call Trinity at 1-800-990-6976.
My name is Heather. Please forget debt settlement. And remember, Trinity Debt Management.
1-800-990-6976.
A marathon meeting between U.S. negotiator Jared Kushner and Israeli Prime Minister Netanyahu leaves the fate of the Gaza ceasefire unclear. Officials are signaling moderate optimism after the talks, but they offer no concrete commitment by Israel to the latest U.S. proposed plan. American negotiators appeared to acquiesce to Israeli demands that Hamas disarmament must come before any reconstruction in Gaza can begin. They did not publicly signal that Israel had made any commitments to withdraw its troops, and that is a major sticking point in this plan. Belgium is battling one of its largest wildfires despite cooler weather and a bit of rain. The blaze is moving closer to Germany and has burned roughly 12 square miles. Firefighters from several countries are assisting, but some areas remain inaccessible. In Greece, a fire near Athens' main airport was quickly controlled, and investigators are looking into a deadly fire on an island off Greece. News and analysis, townhall.com. Berkshire Hathaway is upping its stake in Google's parent company, Alphabet.
The company is also boosting its holdings in home builders, even as it continued to pare its stake in financial corporations and a number of other stocks in the second quarter. The company agreed in June to invest $10 billion in Alphabet. It expanded that stake to roughly 106 million shares, worth about $37.76 billion as of June 30th. Berkshire also increased its investments in Delta Airlines and Macy's. Bob Agnew reporting.
President Trump has been promoting new data. It shows U.S. prescription drug prices fell 0.8% in July and are down 3.1% from a year ago. The administration is crediting most favored nation drug deals as well as the Trump RX website for the significant decline in prices. The relief is especially welcome given rising insurance premiums and out-of-pocket costs. More on these stories, townhall.com.
What? in the wide, wide world of sports is going on here?
I promise you, whatever scum did this, not one man on this force will rest for 1 minute until he's behind bars. Now let's grab a bite to eat. Yeah, come on.
I feel the hot wind on my shoulder and the touch of a world that is older. I hit the switch and check the number. I leave it on and then I slumber. I hear the rhythm ringing through it. Flamenco guitar and cumbia music. I hear the talking of the DJ. The devil wishing, what does he say? I'm on a Mexican radio. I'm on a Mexican radio.
Broadcasting live from high atop the J.P. White Building in downtown Roswell, New Mexico. It's Mornings with Mike Winters on 106.5 Roswell's Talk FM.
Is that what I sound like when I talk?
Now, here's your host, Mike Winters.
And good morning, one and all. Welcome to Mornings with Mike Winters. I am he. That would be me, Mike Winters. Happy Tuesday, everybody. Welcome to it. It's already sunny and hot. It's clear. It looks nice out, but actually, if you're out right now, it's pretty nice. It's sunny and 70, but it's going to be like it's been for the last, 2 weeks, and will continue to be for the foreseeable future. Another 100-degree day here. Not even rain in the foreseeable future either, which, I don't know. At least when it's hot and you're like, okay, well, there's like a chance of rain Friday or something. Something to look forward to, but there's nothing on the horizon like that. So just sunny and hot. So if that's your thing, then enjoy. You've got a bevy of it coming for the next at least week or so. But happy Tuesday. Hope all of you are having a wonderful day thus far. If not, it's early. Still got a lot of time to turn it around. Of course, now that we're fully a week and a day into like back to school and everything else, I think everyone's kind of settled in to their nice grooves and kind of getting into their, I guess, fall routine kind of thing. Football starts Friday, high school football. Roswell, Goddard, all of them back in action this Friday night. Of course, we're going to have all the games for you. How we're doing it this year is the home team. We're going to have on the radio right here on Roswell's Talk FM, the home team. So it'll be Roswell and or Goddard, depending on who's over home that particular Friday. And then both games you can watch live streaming video and on demand at ksvptv.com. Regardless of who's going where, we'll have Coyote and Got It Rocket there at KSVP TV. Just go to either one. But as far as what's on the radio, we'll have the home team each Friday. What also we're going to be doing is on Fridays on the morning show here, we're going to do the pregame coaches shows that they have for the respective Goddard and Roswell High. We'll play them both during the morning show here. We'll try to get them in on the 7, but because of guest schedules and stuff, sometimes we have to do it in a different hour. But we'll do them every Friday here during football season, beginning this Friday, of course. So all of that going on. We got a bevy of football action, high school sports, and of course KSVP TV will be your home for Roswell Coyote, Goddard Rocket sports throughout the season here for not just football, but basketball, baseball, softball, all of the above there. So we do have a full slate for you for today's show. So let me give you the rundown for today's show. Here in just a few minutes, we're going to have some of the ladies from Grace Community Church join us. And they're going to talk about their Daughters of Grace Ministry presenting a women's conference called Fearfully and Wonderfully Made. And it's going to be happening September the 25th and 26th. So they'll join us here in just a few minutes and talk all about that and invite you to be a part of it. In the 8 o'clock hour, we're going to have about 8:15 or so, the folks from the Chaves County Extension Office join us. Probably Tamara and Katie give us an update on events, activities happening through the Extension Office. We'll have the folks from Christ Church join us around 8:45. They've got some events and things to put on our radar. And then in the 9 o'clock hour, we're going to have Diane Taylor. I believe it'll be Diane and maybe some guests join us. And she's going to be talking about The big, of course, Nancy Lopez Elementary School, they just opened up. They're going to have a big, I guess you could say, ribbon cutting, groundbreaking ceremony. Not groundbreaking, but dedication event. And Nancy Lopez herself will be here for that. So it's going to be a kind of a big deal here. It's pretty cool. But anyway, Diane will join us here in the 9 o'clock hour and kind of give us a rundown of what's on tap for the big dedication here in September. Plus, we'll have all of your newses, sportses, and whatever else is we can come up with for today's show. Before we do any of that, though, let's take a gander at that weather. Unfortunately, nothing but hot.
The National Championship Air Races return to Roswell, New Mexico. Get your tickets today at airrace.org.
I'm meteorologist Steve Hamilton with your Pecos Valley weather. We have that upper-level high-pressure system over Texas, and that's covering all of eastern New Mexico, too. We're headed for about 100 on today's high and lots of sunshine. Overnight will be clear, lows near 70, and then we're in the low 100s for the high on Wednesday and Thursday. And we're expecting a lot of sunshine, getting pretty hot by Friday and through the weekend. That's your latest forecast. I'm meteorologist Steve Hamilton.
Thank you, Steve. Currently 70 degrees here in Roswell. Humidity is at 53%. Winds are currently at the out of the south at 3 miles per hour. Wayne Gretzky for today. Sunny and hot, high of 99 degrees. Winds will be out of the south 5 to 10 this afternoon. For tonight, clear skies, overnight low of 71 degrees, south winds 5 to 10 miles per hour. For tomorrow, sunny, hot, 102 for a high, southeast winds 5 to 10. Tomorrow night, partly cloudy with an overnight low of 72, south winds 5 to 10 miles per hour. Thursday, mostly sunny and 101 for a high, southeast winds 5 to 10. Friday, sunny, hot, high of 100. And then looking at the weekend here, Saturday, sunny and hot with a high of 101. Sunday, sunny, hot, high of 101. And unfortunately, when you start next week, 103. So, like I said, no cooling respite anytime soon. All right, it is closing in on 13 minutes after 7 o'clock. We are going to take a commercial break here. Also, in that break will be your Roswell Livestock Report with Smiley Wooten, your recap from yesterday's auction action. And then we'll have the ladies from Grace Community Church join us on the other side. Don't go away. You're listening to Mornings with Mike Winters.
People are often surprised by what they find here. More expertise than people expect. Advanced technology. Board-certified physicians. Care you might expect to travel hours for. Right here. We've never believed where you live should determine the care you receive. Close to family, close to home. We're here. Artesia General Hospital.
Summer fun is almost done, but the savings roll on during the Roswell Honda Summer Event. Now through the end of the month, score an unbelievable rate on your next ride. Like 5.49% for up to 60 months on 2026 Civic Hatchback, 3.99% for up to 60 on 26 HRV and Accord Hybrid, 2.49% for up to 36 months on 26 CRV and CRV Hybrid, and an unbelievable 1.99% for up to 36 months on 2026 Ridgeline. The Summer Event on now at Roswell Honda, 2177 West 2nd.
Your favorite time of year is here. Time to get the pool ready. And Mays Lumber in Roswell is your BioGuard headquarters. They have regular chlorine, including pool generators, and Soft Swim by BioGuard for your non-chlorine products. Prepare and maintain your pool for summer the right way for a full season of smiles instead of headaches. Get your pool ready for summer with Mays Lumber, 115 South Virginia in Roswell.
You can count on Mays Lumber Company.
Did you know that gun deaths are the leading cause of death for children and teens in New Mexico? Half of those deaths are suicide by a gun.
As gun owners, we can help keep New Mexico's children and teens safe by securing all our firearms.
Store your guns locked up, unloaded, and separate from ammunition.
That's right, locked up, unloaded, and separate from ammunition.
It's one simple thing we as gun owners can do.
Keep me and my friends safe and lock up your guns. Thank you.
Brought to you by New Mexicans to prevent gun violence.
Get
Good morning. This is Smiley Wooten at the Roswell Livestock Auction. 684 head of cattle sold on Monday on a higher market with excellent buyer attendance compared to last week. Stocker calves sold steady to 5 higher. Feeder cattle steady to 8 higher. Packer cows and bulls steady to $5 higher. 3 to 400 pound steers $526. 3 to 400 pound heifers $445, $545. 4 to 500 pound steers $415, $520. 4 to 500 pound heifers $380, $445. 5 to 600 pound steers $375, $415. 5 to 600 pound heifers $365, $380. 6 to 700 pound steers $357, $375. 6 700 pound heifers $320, $365. 7 800 pound steers $320, $357. 7 800 pound heifers $298, $320. Packer cows $169, $179. Canner and cutter cows $166, $172. Packer bulls $208, $219. Feeder bulls $188, $195. Top half the cow calf pairs $4,100 to $4,900 per pair. Top half the bred cows $3,000 to $3,350 per head. We do appreciate the business, and let's all do a rain dance and pray for some rain. This is Smiley Wooten, Roswell Livestock Auction.
The average American spends 2.5 days a year looking for lost items. We aren't sure how long Europeans and Asians look for lost stuff. We lost the list. Here's Mike Winters.
And good morning. It is 16 minutes after 7 o'clock. And joining us in the studio this morning from Grace Community Church, we have Jenna Dorman, Cheryl Anderson, and Fauna Hendricks this morning. Good morning, ladies.
Good morning.
Ooh, in unison, everything. Practice. Good morning. Actually, and of course, members of Grace Community Church here, but you're also part of the Daughters of the Grace Ministry here. Yes. And you guys are put together a women's conference. It's called Women's Fearfully and Wonderfully Made, which is a Bible quote for folks if you're having to know your Bible.
Yes.
But talk a little bit about the conference, how this kind of came to be.
Well, we've just been wanting to do one for a while, and so we're doing it.
You're doing it?
Yeah. We chose this one just because we think a lot of women wear a lot of different hats.
Sure.
And sometimes we forget about taking care of ourselves. And so this is how to honor God in self-care.
Absolutely. Yeah, it's, well, I mean, you look at, just the mothers is one role, but sometimes us men are hot messes, and
and sometimes we need a break. Sometimes we need a little getaway.
You need a little break, me time. But really, this is kind of it's a 2-day event that kind of for women to come and just kind of, I'm gonna guess, kind of mostly like a networking thing where you get a lot of women that are probably feeling the same thing, experiencing it. A lot of times when there's strength in numbers. And sometimes when you're going through a problem and you feel like you're on an island with this problem, next thing you know, there's 10 other people that share that same thing sometimes. And that's what these conferences are about, is finding ways to overcome those things together, right?
Right.
Yeah.
It's for restoration.
Yeah.
It's to calm the soul, give you a minute, not having a little one tugging at your feet.
Sure, yeah.
Taking a break from the outside world. It's going to be there when we're done, but hopefully it'll bring restoration and some comfort and help somebody just kind of rebuild. We're going to be talking about so many different topics, health, mental health, physical health. We're going to be talking about identity in Christ, which is super important because women let the world tell us what we're supposed to be, and we have to protect ourselves to be able to protect our husbands and our children, and not let the world tell us what we should be, and let God tell us who we are.
Absolutely. Yeah, I mean, we live in a confusing world. I mean, not for everybody, not just women, but for everybody. I mean, I feel like things growing up when I was a kid that were just kind of black and white, now people are questioning, you know what I mean? Just live in that world now. And so it's tough to kind of, and you're right, we live in a world where one person says what's right, and then they think that's
Right.
And they project that image on everything and say, well, this is how a woman should be, or this is how a man should be, or this is how anything should be.
Exactly.
And no, that's not true. I mean, we got it's. I don't know. Human history's been on Earth. I mean, we got a long, and you see patterns of families and how the dynamic works. I mean, that's your history.
Yeah.
Not something you invented 5 years ago or 5 minutes ago.
Absolutely not.
You know what I'm saying here? But this is kind of a weekend to remind folks and say, hey, this is you do you and be you through God, and this is how you do that, you know, and that's what it's about. So. But like you said, it's a pampering moment too. Like you said, you're getting away from like kids, the bustle.
Right.
I don't know, when you said that, I get this image like you walk in, and for some reason I figure like a almost angelic, like there's some kind of harp music maybe when you walk in.
Not exactly harp music, but we do have some amazing talented musicians coming in.
There will be music.
I don't know, just something like very spa-like. You sit down and I don't know, someone hand you a cucumber water or something. I don't know.
There might be some cucumber. Well, it might be lemon water. Not sure about cucumbers.
I don't know what that fancy thing is. I'm not that fancy.
We will have a fancy coffee bar set up out front. So
very cool. But it's a women's retreat. It's a women's getaway, and it's not like a camp hour. So you can go home because it'll be Friday evening and then come back Saturday and hang out the day this Saturday.
Correct.
It'll be September 25th and 26th. They're at Grace Community Church. I'm assuming
correct,
there.
yes.
And of course, we do want people to sign up in advance here and get all that locked down here. Is there a deadline that you'd like to have everybody enrolled by?
So we do have, the ticket prices do vary right now because right now we have the early bird. If you register online before August 31st or by August 31st, you get your ticket at $50.
Okay.
After that, I believe it goes to $60.
Okay.
$60, I believe.
And we'll call it the procrastinator price.
The real procrastinator is the last minute at the door type ticket.
Yeah, that's
that
the way.
The $75.
That's the you're late, but we'll still let you in price.
Yeah. So to get more for your money, it would be better to register now.
Yes.
Some people have to know whether or not they're available. So
absolutely, and a month out, you got about a month out, and generally weekend plans like this, you want to kind of. Especially for moms.
Yeah.
Because you got to look at the kids' schedules and dad's schedule, everybody else's schedule, and then make sure it works out. But yeah, it behooves you to get it done here before the end of the month.
Right.
Save yourself $10 to $25, depending on how.
And there is childcare for $5.
Okay, perfect.
And that's just for however many kids you have. It's $5.
Excellent. So 1 or 2, 3, whatever, $5.
$5.
Perfect.
Yeah.
And that'll be great. And they'll keep them on the other side, but really quiet.
We will.
They'll be in a whole separate building.
In a separate building, they're going to feed them.
Oh yeah, they'll probably they'll have a good time. Don't worry.
They will. They have an amazing program over there in the children's building.
But yeah, kind of give I guess a flow of how the weekend, the Friday night will go, and how it kind of transitions to Saturday. Kind of give a timeline of how the weekend will go.
We have from 5:15 until it starts. We just have check-in.
Okay.
And we'll have some light snacks and just some fellowship time.
Sure. Meet and greet.
Yeah. Then at 6 o'clock it'll start, and for Friday night it's just going to be a large group session.
Okay.
And we do have a guest speaker coming in, Mona Butler. She's from Houston, Texas. Let's see, and then we have the late night. Movie. For those that want to stay up late, we're going to have a movie at 8 o'clock.
Okay.
And then we'll start again in the morning. Is it 8?
It's at 8 a.m.
Okay. And that's going to be a continental breakfast. Yeah.
Okay.
And then the actual start time will be 9, I believe.
Okay.
And then we'll just have things throughout the whole day. There is a lunch. It's another $10 from Jimmy John's.
Okay.
But they can also leave campus for lunch. They'll have like an hour and a half.
Okay. So wherever you want to go.
Yeah. And then we'll have breakout sessions that afternoon, and then finish up with another large group session that night.
Very
so
good.
The whole thing should be over about, 6-ish probably.
Yeah.
Good deal. So
as long as everything's
about 8 to 6 Saturday, and then go home and spend the rest of weekend with the family and everything.
And we're also having live music. We have some musicians from different churches that are going to be doing the praise and worship music.
Okay.
And our breakout session, we also have some people from different churches leading some breakout sessions.
Okay.
And some from Grace as well.
Okay. And then, like, with your breakout sessions, you'll have, there's like 10 or so different ones, and you get to choose kind of the ones that interest you the most and kind of, and kind of a la carte it, so to speak.
Yeah, there's
and
you'll have time to pick 3.
Okay. Good deal. Yeah, other than that, it's just not enough time to get all it in.
Yeah.
Right.
So.
Yeah, you got to pick.
Sure.
It's definitely going to be active and moving around. It's going to be a lot of fun and fellowship.
Good deal.
For sure.
And that's you talk about the weekend self, and obviously this is kind of turning inward to look at yourself and help yourself, but it's also a social thing. And if you're looking to make friends, meet probably a lot of women similar to you in values and
Correct.
things. Pretty good place to make some friends. Just saying. Meet some people, make some friends, and maybe have your next tea party group or lunch buddies or whatever it is you kind of you're into.
Have some adult conversations.
Yeah, go see a movie or go on a shopping trip without kids,
right?
Or dare I say a weekend trip to the mountains or something.
I'm on board.
It's like yes, and yes, but really, this is a great opportunity for women to kind of say, hey, let me invest some time in myself so I can reinvest that into my family. And that's really what this is about. And we all know that, in the most of our family environments, the mom, the woman, is the female. She's the one that kind of dictates the flow, runs the things. Whenever growing up as a kid, just in life in general, whenever something's wrong, they're always screaming to mom. Just saying. That's
True story.
We all are, but so invest some time in yourself. Think about this. Now, I said we got about a month before it happens here, but like we said, if you don't think too long, but you get it. Take a couple days here, think about, talk with your family, and then sign up here before the end of the month for only $50. But if you got some scheduling conflicts and you check them out, but after that it'll be $60, and then that week of $75. Probably several different ways is you probably just come to the church and register. I guess imagine you can go to Grace's website and register, which I think is at Grace Roswell. I always remember Roswell Grace. Roswell Grace. Yeah. I always mix them up. RoswellGrace.com. If you do see this flyer around town or on Facebook or whatever, there is a little QR code that you can scan. That'll take you right to the registration there as well too. Is that but I imagine if you don't like fancy highfalutin high-tech stuff, just come on down to the church.
You can come down to the church, and it'll be Jenna, probably.
I'll be there.
Jenna's she'll be the one.
I'll be there. I'll help you walk through registering and getting everything ordered.
Good deal. Of course, now if you don't have a church home and looking for a church home, and maybe invite you to come to Grace Community Church. If you've never been there, it's on Mescalero. It's the big one on Mescalero there. You can't miss it.
Can't miss us.
2 services, 9 a.m. and 10:45.
Yeah. And we'll be set up between both of those services, helping with registration and selling those tickets as well.
So if you want to if you have a few questions or want to learn more, that'd be a perfect time to ask and then sign up, obviously. But if I know some people like to talk to live people and ask questions.
Absolutely.
We also have a Facebook page, and that QR code will be on our Facebook page. It's just Daughters of Grace. Make sure it's the one in Roswell, because there are a few others.
Is there a Daughters of Grace, Roswell, Georgia?
Probably.
Oh, wow. That would be funny. That would be too on the nose. But we do suffer from I'll never forget one time. The first time it dawned, this was years ago, I mixed up the Roswell Police Department's from ours with theirs.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm like, man, there's some craziness going on. Then I started looking at the picture, like, it looks awful green. Then I'm like, this is Georgia. Well, I made that mistake here. But again, folks, if you're just tuning in, we would love to have you join the Daughters of Grace Ministry for their women's conference, Fearfully and Wonderfully Made. Discover your identity, embrace your purpose. It's happening September 25th and 26th, that Friday evening and all day Saturday at Grace Community Church, which is there on Mescalero, 935 West Mescalero. To register, you can go online to roswellgrace.com, or you can call Grace Church at 575-623-5438. Again, that's 575-623-5438. You can also go to Grace Community Church's Facebook page or Daughters of Grace Ministry Facebook page. You'll see a little QR code on that. If you scan that with your phone or what have you, that'll take you right to the registration page. And again, if you sign up before August 31st, your registration fee is only $50. If you do it after that date, between September 1 and the 14th, it's $60. And then anything last minute after that is $75.
That's correct.
So think early and do all that. And again, it's a weekend of fellowship, formal sessions, informal stuff, leisure, music, drink, dance, not drink, but coffee drink, drink.
Lemon water.
Pinky drink. Pinky up. And just a chance for women to meet people, relax, but at the same time strengthen your inner purpose, your inner core. If you're having, a lot of times, you get overwhelmed over, and sometimes you feel isolated to things, and coming to events like this kind of make you realize that, a lot of us are walking the same path. We just don't realize it. Sometimes we fail to see each other doing it. So this is a chance to remind us and help each other do that.
Very true.
So good deal.
Yeah.
Let's see. Is there anything else that we missed? Anything that we want to, church-wise or the group itself, we want to, if there's any other women interested in becoming a part of the group? I imagine being a member of the church is probably part of that helpful. But I'm sure there's anybody, members of the church that would like to be a part of the group, looking for more?
Just reach out to us and, we'll talk. We have meetings. We have different, not programs, but events that we do throughout the year.
Okay.
And anybody in the community is invited. But yeah, there's always opportunities, volunteer opportunities, people being involved. It's always great to have extra hands on deck.
Absolutely. Well, very good. So come this Sunday. If you want to learn a little bit more, come to services this Sunday. Like you said, if you catch the table in between services, you can talk to all the ladies there for the ministry here. And
yes.
And again, obviously sign up for the conference, learn more about the conference, and of course, learn more about becoming a part of the group here. And
absolutely.
And you don't realize once you start getting involved sometimes in things like that, and then your world opens up, and I don't know, it just.
It's so true. You never know what God's got planned for you.
I always find too sometimes when you're having your own issues, sometimes helping another person kind of less, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes if you get engrossed in helping someone else, that kind of makes your problems seem a little less significant or
that's
not
very
as
true.
Overwhelming. Good deal. Well, ladies, thank you very much. And we will see you next time. Anytime we got anything we want to promote or want to get the word out, please let me know. And even if you don't want to come on the radio, just talk about this on the radio. I don't want to come on, just here.
All right, feels good. No, we appreciate it.
Great.
Being able to come in and talk about it.
Anytime. Well, thank you, ladies. Have a great day. Stay cool.
We'll try.
Yeah,
I know. Thank you very much.
A few more lemonades and Arnold Palmer's or whatever. So. All right, it is 7:33. Let us do this. We're going to pause for news and a quick break. I'm going to try to work in my Chaves County Federated Republican Women interview. They joined us yesterday, and they got their event tomorrow. And so I'm going to try to squeeze that in before the top of the hour. I don't know. I'm going to need some butter. All right, we're going to take a break. We'll be back. Don't go away.
With SRN News, I'm Rich Thomason in Washington. President Trump says we're not getting the straight story about the conditions on board the USS Abraham Lincoln. Mr. Trump calls claims of serious mental health issues among the crew, the aircraft carrier, as well as troubling supply issues, fake news. Concern in South Korea over a perceived change in the military relationship with the U.S. This after President Trump ordered a scaling back of joint U.S. military exercises with South Korea. The fate of the Gaza ceasefire remains unclear following a long meeting between U.S. negotiator Jared Kushner and Israeli Prime Minister Netanyahu. And primary season drawing to a close, attention turning to key states like Florida, Wyoming, California, and Alaska. On Wall Street, the Dow futures 48 points in the red. More details at srnnews.com.
The average American spends 2.5 days a year looking for lost items. We aren't sure how long Europeans and Asians look for lost stuff. We lost the list. Here's Mike Winters.
I'm meteorologist Steve Hamilton with your Pecos Valley weather. We have that upper-level high-pressure system over Texas, and that's covering all of eastern New Mexico, too. We're headed for about 100 on today's high and lots of sunshine. Overnight will be clear, lows near 70, and then we're in the low 100s for the high on Wednesday and Thursday. And we're expecting a lot of sunshine, getting pretty hot by Friday and through the weekend. That's your latest forecast. I'm meteorologist Steve Hamilton.
At Family Practice, Pediatrics, and OMED Spa, our team is here for you. Nancy Walker, Fallon Moody, and Tialana Watts are family nurse practitioners offering expert care in family practice, pediatrics, women's health, and aesthetics. Nancy also provides advanced hormone therapy for men and women, including hormone pellet implants that help patients feel their best. Plus, meet Brittany Harrell, our skilled nurse injector, offering a full range of aesthetic procedures to help you look and feel confident. Same-day and walk-in patients are always welcome. Visit Ocotillo Family Practice, Pediatrics, and OMED Spa at 607 West Country Club Road in Roswell. Your family, your health, your beauty, all in one place.
Hey, Roswell, time is running out to cash in on some of the biggest savings of the season. The loan and lease termination sales event is happening right now at Roswell Ford. Drive away with a truckload of savings in a brand new Ford F-Series pickup with financing as low as 0% APR and make no payments for 90 days. Upside down in your current car, truck, or SUV and want out early? Roswell Ford will do whatever it takes to get you out of your trade, even if you owe up to $10,000 more than it's worth. Have less than perfect credit? Roswell Ford works with a network of aggressive lenders that will push to approve your credit, even if it's less than perfect. Get on board at Roswell Ford during our loan and lease termination event and get huge savings on all new F-Series trucks, America's top selling pickup in each of the past 49 years. 821 North Main Street in beautiful Roswell. Call 575-623-3673 or online at roswellford.com. 0 APR for 36 months is $27.78 per thousand finance on F-150 trucks. Excludes Raptor. Interest accrues from date of sale. Subject to lender approval. Offers not combined.
My name is Vicente Griego. I'm a touring flamenco singer, and one thing that was important was to identify a company that I could have insurance with if I needed any health care outside of the state of New Mexico. The kind of insurance I have now, I would not be able to afford. I pay based on my income through Be Well. Something so important as having insurance changed my life in the way I even see health care. Get online, look it up, Be Well. What's the best that can happen?
Here's a Mornings with Mike Winters fun fact. Astronauts are not allowed to eat beans before they go into space because passing wind in a spacesuit damages them. The suits for the astronauts. Here's Mike Winters.
Hey, good morning, 7:38. At this time, I'm going to play our interview. Yesterday, we had ladies from the Chaves County Federated Republican Women join us to talk about tomorrow's meeting at the Elks Lodge there. And so I'm not going to quite get all of it in here because we don't quite have enough time, but I'm going to play as much of it here. But here is our interview with the ladies from the Chaves County Federated Republican Women. Enjoy. And welcome to the morning show, and joining us in studio this morning from the Chaves County Federated Republican Women, Charlotte Garule and Kim Perry back with us. Good morning, ladies.
Good morning. Good morning.
How are you today?
I'm doing great.
Enjoying all this summer hotness?
Doing great for Monday.
Yeah. We're going to be, 100 the rest of the
Yeah, if you like this, then we got a bunch of it for you, so enjoy here. But for folks that don't know, they come in a little bit or like a week ahead of time, but this Wednesday is our August Chaves County Federated Republican Women's meeting, and of course we are. I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but we're like 2 months away from like the general election. I know it's creeping up quick, but yeah, kids are back to school. Thanksgiving's like tomorrow. Halloween's like tomorrow.
I think it's like 79 days till the election.
Yeah, so now's the time, and so I know you as an organization generally this time of the year really focus on trying to get our Republican candidates in front of our locals here to really hear what they have to say, and so you know who you're voting for in November here.
Exactly. We throughout this year we've had all the candidates come up and present to our audience. So
sure.
It's been really great. So now it's down to crunch time. And,
yeah.
And
and this is where it's kind of, if you look at like a state level, I'll use like the governor's race and things like that. And unfortunately, this is the way the world is. It's about money, and it's about and I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but the Democrats are getting outspent like 3-4 to 1. This is kind of, and so we the public have to rally. We have to vote. You have to go vote. Especially, when you're dealing with war chests and things like that, and being outspent, 3 to 1 or whatever the number is, I don't know, but I know it's a lot. And so the only way to is go out and vote. The voter turnout in Southeast New Mexico has always been atrociously low, and the only way you fix that is go vote and go out there and vote.
Exactly, that's what we've been focusing on, just trying to get the word out, getting that push in there to get out and vote. I know the Republican Party, the county party, has been doing the same.
Sure.
And just, getting the message out there and trying to encourage people to get to the polls. So.
Yeah.
And it might help you a little bit to know my husband's running for state land commissioner.
That's
so
true.
he's running a statewide campaign, and we have been all
That's
over
the
the
Perry
place.
part, in case you're wondering.
Yes. And so one of the things to kind of give you a little bit of good news on that,
Sure.
Maybe some of the Republicans are getting outspent. But this group of Republicans is truly running this as a grassroots movement.
Sure.
And both Greg Hull and Michael Perry did polling, and they did it from 2 different polling places, and the numbers were identical. When they put the experience and knowledge out there, when they get into that part of the survey, we're outrunning them. Greg Hull by 6 points, and Michael is outrunning his competitor by 11 points.
And this is kind of my point is you've got to, because of the money thing, the onus is us to get out there and do it.
Yes.
You got to, whereas, where we lack in money, we make up for in passion and commitment to the people. And this is where I always argue track records here. When you look at people's track records and look at the success and like your husband's, like Greg Hull, they everywhere they've been, they have a successful track record of what they do.
Yes.
And
experience matters in these races.
You can spend all the money
they really
and ads
do.
you want and put all the stories out there and create fires where there is none to try to start something. But at the end of the day, it's about people that commit and care and want to make sure that it's the best in New Mexico. Obviously, through Republicans, through the conservative Republican. But that being said, these are people that are wanting what's best for New Mexico, as Republicans, and they want to
100%.
make sure that if you're a Democrat, if you're an independent, if you're a green, if you're libertarian, whatever you are, they want the best for you as a New Mexican. And that's what they're trying to do here.
Yeah, and so you mentioned, Wednesday is our monthly luncheon. This month we do have Chief Aldana from RPD coming in.
Okay.
And also Bobby Thompson is going to give us a recap on the races.
She is, if you want to know anything about what's going on at the airport and air races, she is the authority, the source. She is a very connected and well researched individual. So
Yes,
very,
absolutely.
very interesting person to listen to.
And we also are making time for our candidates that are available to come up and
Oh, yeah, come and meet and shake. That's really, and every meeting's like this. And yes, there's a topic and a guest speaker and a theme. But the real thing is the candidates do come to eat and converse and to talk. And so even though they may not be speaking formally at the event, they're there for you to come up and shake a hand and ask a question or whatever.
Absolutely.
You can converse with them.
We always have our candidates attending and local elected officials.
I guarantee there's going to be at least several of your state legislators, representatives, senators, whatever, that are going to be in attendance there that you can go up and talk to.
Yes,
or
it's going
candidates.
to be a great meeting. Again, that's going to be at the Elks Lodge, 1720 North Montana.
So, you know me. What's the grub? What's the
grub,
food situation?
Yes, do tell.
Sergio always does this.
Oh, yeah, he does. They got great food over there every time.
We have taquitos, beans, rice, salad, dessert.
Nice.
water tea for $17.
Nice.
Can't beat
Nice
that.
little Mexican taquito meal with salad and good summary.
Salsa.
Yeah. Well, of course.
Yeah,
And
doors
chili.
open at 11:30. We start serving, promptly. So
Oh yeah,
people
yeah,
can-
yeah.
and get
The
there.
whole idea is to kind of get you there and out the door and back to work by 1 o'clock. There.
Exactly.
So if you get there at 11:30, you come and eat, and then usually around noon is when all the formalities start and the actual meeting gets underway and things.
12 o'clock,
like that.
and we have you out of there by 1 o'clock. So.
Yeah, and I'm telling
come join
you,
us.
you don't have to get a meal. You can just come and it's free. But get the meal because you're going to get there and everyone's going to be eating, and you'll be like smelling it. And you're going to get hungry, and you're like, I should have got one. And you sit there and everyone's eating salad and eating their taquitos, and you're just sitting there like.
Really?
They like not look. Maybe I can get a cookie or something.
Where can
You
you
can
go,
sneak some to dessert.
for a full meal? $17.
Yeah,
for a
exactly.
full meal.
By the way, you can't get anywhere with a dinner or lunch. You can't even go to McDonald's without getting like a burger meal for like under $15 at this point. So,
Right.
Yeah, come on now. So.
Well, I'd like to kind of give a little bit of shine to the Chaves County Federated Republican Women. They are phenomenal. And as the groups around the state are, these county parties and these Federated Republican Women have really stepped up for these candidates. And they are the ones knocking the doors, making the phone calls,
And this is how
mailing
you
things for
make
you,
the
whatever you
difference
need. Absolutely.
in Santa Fe. I mean, you're not going to get outspent. You're just not. This is the state of New Mexico. So how do you do it? You got to get passion. You got to get people that are going to roll up their sleeves and be committed to this thing. And for you and I and the average public, it starts with going and voting. That's one thing that if you're relying on other people or thinking that your vote doesn't matter, you're the problem. We get and I'm telling you, I know we're talking bigger races here, but when you get to county commission level or city level at races, and I know that's not partisan, but there's literally a half dozen votes separating those numbers.
There is the Gandy Lewis race down in Artesia. I think it was like 6 or 8 votes that she won by. So every vote does matter for sure. And we can't win without the votes. It doesn't matter if we have $9 million or $900,000. If those people aren't voting, we can't win.
And I'm telling you, don't. And there is a mindset too of this us versus them. And what I mean by that is, the North, the South, the liberal, like. We're automatically going to go conservative. They're automatically going to go liberal. I'm having to tell you this. That's not necessarily the case anymore.
It's not.
Yes. Southeast New Mexico conservatives are not locked in.
No.
I mean, look at our congressional seats. We have no conservative representation in our House seats right now.
Right.
None. They gerrymandered the districts and all. Say what you will. That's what happened.
I worked for Yvette Harrell when that happened, so very familiar with it.
That's where we're at on this. So if you don't voice, if you don't vote, if you don't do your thing, they're slowly going to take it away from you in some way, shape, or form. When you have one party in power, I don't care when it's one party that's been controlling things since 1912 and before that. Go to Lincoln and go read all the Kabbalah about cattle barons and it's been a hot mess since day one. The only way to fix that is balance, to get conservative voices in there, to get people to challenge the status quo and the things that we just accept as what's going on because that's how we do things around here.
Well, I think one of the things that'll make you guys smile a little bit to know is we've been traveling a lot in northern New Mexico because we all know that the Republicans need to win north of I-40. They need to get the votes.
Yeah, that's the only way you can win the state.
Those folks, they're Hispanic, they're Catholic, they're registered as Democrats.
Kind of conservative family value
But
type
they are
people.
totally switching gears. I mean, we get messages daily from these folks saying, we're voting for you, we're sharing your message. We have got to get people in there that not only have the education and background to run these offices, but that are going to listen to the people of New Mexico and what their wants and needs are.
And that's kind of a surprise. Like I've been in New Mexico. I've lived in Roswell 25 plus years. I consider myself a New Mexican. I'm not native. I grew up in D.C., Maryland area for the first 20 plus years of my life. That's where I grew up, and so I have a different perspective on things, and that's kind of where I'm at here with as a guy that didn't grow up here but kind of comes in and sees when you have it literally is you need to get balance in there. It's when it's one side making all of there's nothing to challenge that. You don't get good government when you have one side running everything.
We're playing defense. The Republicans are constantly playing defense, and it would be nice to actually get in there and sponsor some bills and play offense and work across the aisle. There's some good moderate Democrats in there. And they're getting voted out left and right. They're getting primaried. That Emerge program is just really starting to take over the Democratic Party of New Mexico, and that is not a good look for us.
And I'm kind of surprised too. Is again coming from Maryland and coming here, and let's face it, New Mexico, by and large, I think if you did the census, Hispanic is probably the majority.
Correct.
Of our our cultural makeup.
Right.
And I'm not trying to be generalizing, but I am going to kind of generalize. Just traditionally, from what I understand, a Catholic, they're very traditional family values. Yes. Catholic, like you said, it's conservative values.
Yes.
By and large. And I just kind of think of a state that's made up mostly of families like that. Why are we a liberal state?
I think the answer to that is they're just now starting to wake up and realize that their party is leaving them behind.
Sure.
The direction that they're going is no longer the direction they want to be a part of. And I don't know that our party is exactly the direction they want to be going either. And that's why you've seen, they just had a poll that came out, and Democrats are at the lowest they've ever been. They're under 40%.
Sure.
The independents are growing considerably quick.
And I would argue that the Democrat Party is not the Democrat Party. I mean, and this is, again, and you're going to hear old people like me saying this isn't the Kennedy Democrats.
No, it's not.
And what they mean by that is, to be honest, the Democrat Party of Kennedy's era is almost like the Republican Party of today. And what I mean a little bit in where is the civil rights side, obviously that's always been a Republican thing, but by and large, Republicans, yes, they're hard on their values and want family values and things, but at the end of the day, a Republican wants you to decide what's best for you, not the government, not someone else.
100%.
That's kind of where a Republican ideology is.
Yes.
And I think when people break it down into the true what is a Democrat and what is a Republican, when these parties were kind of put together, what they represent, most of us align, I think, with Republican ideology.
That's so funny. I just had that conversation with my granddaughter. She's in high school. And we had that very conversation, just the differences. And she said, well, explain it to me so I understand.
Yeah.
And because they're talking about it in school.
And this is people, like, if the way I grew up and the way I've been, and by and large, it's how it is. If you support Democrats, generally you're okay with social programs, the government, which I'm not saying, and this is where we do need some social
They're needed
programs.
sometimes.
They are sometimes. I'm not saying absolute
just
yes
not
or absolute
generational.
No, but we don't need a social program for every time someone has a problem.
Correct.
Right. Sometimes you got to figure it out on yourself.
Right. You do.
And I'm also, as Republicans, we're generally Christian-based and things, and so a lot of our charity beliefs should come from the heart and from the church, not from the government.
Right.
Because of the corruption and the things that come with that. It's not that Republicans don't have a heart. It's just they don't think the government should necessarily be involved in that game. Let's incentivize people that are in the business to do it and let them do it. That's kind of the ideology.
I agree with that.
And that's kind of the way you think. So if you, the big scope of things, if you kind of think that way, then you're probably going to be more Republican. Now, if you're thinking, no, I want a government program for everything, and I want, which again, it's the mindset of everything's taken care of, but everything's taken care of with a string, with a bell on how they do it, how you do it. You might not be able to live the way you want, because if you want that, then it's coming with this caveat. Right. And that's the difference. And that's ideology, what we're talking about here. Now, the devil's in the details and who this and that. But if you look at the big picture, that's what a Republican stands for. It's something that at the end of the day, we want to make sure that you have a fair chance to do what you want to do, and we want to set the table for it to do that way. Whereas a Democrat's like, we're going to give you everything you need to take care of you, allow us to be that source for you. That's the ideology.
I agree with that.
At the end of the day.
Well, I think one of the things, too, Travis County should get excited about is we do have two candidates from Travis County. We have Larry Marker, who's running for U.S. Senate.
Yes.
And he has been working his tail off. I mean, he is everywhere we are, and then sometimes twice.
Yeah, he's a man about everywhere.
And then Michael Perry, my husband, he's running for land commissioner. He was the former assistant land commissioner. He was Game and Fish for 23 years. He's a current county commissioner. He sits on the Public Lands Council for the National Association of Counties. So it's just good to have these candidates that really are passionate about what they do.
And the position he's running for is land commissioner. This is one. I mean, it's a very important job.
Yeah.
But
especially in New Mexico.
Yes, but I almost look at these are the type of the jobs that it really shouldn't have to be partisan.
No. And that's how we treat it.
Yeah.
It's really not it's not a Democrat or a Republican thing.
This is about knowledge of the land and what's best for it.
Correct.
Had nothing to do with a Democrat or Republican or something. And that's really the problem with our land is a bunch of people in D.C. that have no earthly idea what to do with it are making decisions about it because they think they know what's best because some study somewhere said something about something.
Right.
And this is why we're dealing with wilderness and things. And look, man has already been in 99% of all this stuff. Once we're there, we're there. You can't just leave and expect to be okay.
Right.
We got to work in concert together. And your husband understands that. And anybody that's running for that land commissioner position better understand that.
No, they do. They do, for sure.
And so that's what we're talking about.
I think so.
Yeah.
And I'll go ahead, Charlotte.
I'm sorry.
Oh, no, I was just going to say, the CCFRW Republican Women has been, doing our part in supporting our candidates.
Absolutely.
There is a fundraiser, and I'm going to let Kim discuss that.
Yes. So the Federated Women are helping us with this a little bit, and what we're doing is we're having a dance on September 12th at the Liberty. The Graham brothers are coming.
Oh, nice.
So I think it's going to be a great event. It's $125 a ticket, but you get an Italian food buffet because I knew you were going to ask about the food. Yes,
on point,
so it's going to be Italian food and great dancing, a great night of events.
Boot kicking beats.
Yes, we'll have some. Yes, we'll have some silent auction items there, and we just really encourage Travis County to get out and support. We haven't had a whole lot of support just yet.
Again, it does take money, regardless of what the win. In a perfect world, we would not, but. And guess what? We're like we started this conversation. We're outspent, outgunned 2-1. If you want to get your word out, this is how you do it. You got to support things like this. So please come have a good night of eating and dancing, but support the candidate, support the party, support the things that if you want change in New Mexico, you got to roll up your sleeves and get involved. It's just, and this is how you do it.
Yeah, that's how you do it.
Yep. Again, that's Saturday, September 12th. It's going to be at the Liberty.
Very good.
And you can buy they can buy their tickets online. Josh and Ruby were amazing and let us set it up that way so they can get on the Liberty website and order the tickets right from there.
Very easy. And a pro tip, if you're not a Liberty insider, they do their fee-free Fridays. So if you actually go to their office on Fridays and order it in person, you can avoid the online fees and all that stuff and pay directly.
Yes, that's true. That's
so
awesome.
that way your money goes directly to the cause and not fees.
Exactly. And then I'll be speaking a little bit on Wednesday at the meeting. We're working. Not only are we working our own campaign and helping others with their stuff, but we're also working on a Get Out the Vote campaign because we all know how important that is. If we're not voting, we're not going to win. So I'm going to speak to them a little bit about that, and we're also going to recruit them to help us with some calling and doing some things like that as well. So we'd love to have you out.
Everybody in Chaves County, Lee County, Eddy County, all these southern counties where the numbers are always generationally just low. When it's getting back to Vet Harrell. Vet Harrell's no longer our congresswoman because a lot of people in Lee and Eddy counties probably didn't turn out and vote.
They did. That's correct. Yes, that's 100% correct.
The fact of the matter is what happened there.
Yes.
But that being said, so start by coming Wednesday. Come to the meeting. Absolutely. Come hear some of the guests. Come enjoy a delightful meal from Elks. I don't care what they do. They put a good. I don't know if you all follow Chris Stock. She's with the Daily Record on Facebook. She's an Elks member, and I don't know how her feed always shows up where she's showing me what she's getting to eat at the Elks Lodge every day. And I'm going there like, man, that looks good.
Have you been there?
Not recently. No,
have you had their onion rings?
No, I've heard about them.
Yes, you need to go and at least have a basket of onion rings. I mean, it's amazing. And I think Sergio used to cook for Choose West, if I remember this correctly, and that's why people go there for his sweet and sour chicken. And I mean, it's just amazing.
If you've got your hands on one of them old Choose cookbooks, that's like gold.
Yes, I know a few people
I used to have one, and people offer me money.
Yes.
Like not
retirement kind of money, right?
Not that quite, but like a good dinner money.
Yes, there you go.
Good steak dinner money for it.
So today is the last day to RSVP. So if you're interested,
yes, please do
RSVP.
so. Now that being said, if you forget, come and we'll get you in on the meeting and stuff. And I can't guarantee we'll get you food, but we'll get you a spot to sit and you can hear and talk and hear and listen and all that good stuff and get involved. And then of course, like I said, March September 12th. Go to thelibertyinc.com and get tickets here. Come have a great night of music and fun and supporting our land commissioner in the Republican Party.
Yes, thank you.
Yes.
Good deal. Sir, anything we missed? Anything we wanted to cover that I just got us sidetracked on talking about bacon or something?
I don't think we did talk about bacon.
Well, there we go. But thank you guys. And of course, of all serious folks, I know joking all aside, come. If you want a better state, you got to get involved. If you want a better community, you got to get involved. These are the things. Volunteer, get involved, support candidates that align with the things that you believe in. When you do that, and especially in New Mexico, because like I said, with Republican candidates, they're outspent 2, 3, 4 to 1. And so volunteers, the grassroots, that's how you overcome that. And the only way you can do it is strength in numbers. And it starts by coming out, voting, and doing these stuff. And so when you show up to do that, you'd be surprised.
Yes.
It's no different than like when the sand dune lizards and the chickens and the prairie chickens, and every time we have to fight that and we go have a rally and several hundred people show up and make a noise and then they have to reassess things, it's kind of that.
You do.
That's
You're
what
right.
you're doing. You're forcing them to reassess.
Well, something that will maybe excite the Republican base here in these counties is Chavez, Eddy, and Lee. We have enough registered Republican folks to counterbalance Bernalillo County. So if we could just get the folks that are already registered to get out and vote, that would help us tremendously. So if you can't afford to donate, that's fine. We understand that. It's tough times.
Absolutely.
But your vote doesn't cost.
Storm Lala clobbered Hawaii over the weekend, uprooting trees, unleashing flash floods from Honolulu to the Big Island. One death is blamed on the storm. Deadly stretch of unsettled weather continues with the ongoing threat of thunderstorms, heavy rain, flash flooding from the Midwest, parts of the Mid-Atlantic. However, an approaching cold front is expected to bring relief in the coming 24 hours. Russia and Ukraine continue trading heavy blows with civilians caught in the crossfire. The BBC's Dan Johnson is in Kiev.
Ukraine's capital endured 4 air raid alerts through the night, but it's not clear yet what, if anything, made it through the city's overstretched air defences. In Zaporizhia, the head of regional government said 2 people had been killed and 4 wounded. 5 people were injured, including a 9-year-old boy, when homes were struck in Izium, close to the front line in the east. Ukraine has continued drone strikes against Russia. Moscow's mayor said 620 targeted the city last night and 180 were shot down. Another warehouse belonging to online retailer Wildberries was reported to be on fire.
President Trump threatens military action against Oman if it gets in the way of a U.S. deal with Iran over the Strait of Hormuz. Correspondent Luke Garrett.
Iran said it was working to finalize a joint with Oman on a plan to manage shipping through the Strait of Hormuz. Details have previously emerged that Oman and Iran would reopen the strait with ships entering through a route close to Iran and exiting through a route close to Oman without paying fees or tolls during an interim period.
Uncertainty over the Iran situation is sending oil prices higher again. The prices have been up and down since the start of the Iran war. On Wall Street, the Dow is trading about 44 points lower. The Nasdaq down 332. More on these stories, townhall.com.
Full speed into summer, and if you're thinking about buying a home this year, here's what you need to do first. Get pre-qualified. Not once you found the house, now before you even start looking. Here's why. In this market, houses sell in days, sometimes hours. The buyers who win aren't the ones with the highest offer. They're the ones already approved, ready to move, with a lender who can actually close. If you're not pre-qualified, you're a week behind. Maybe that house is gone. Well, I want to tell you about Fellowship Home Loans. For over 20 years, my friends Mike and Brian, guys that I've worked with, they've built Fellowship around one thing, getting loans done for real families with unique situations. They use programs and options that typical lenders don't take the time to explore. Down payment solutions that fit the way people actually live. Everything's done in-house, one roof, one team, all with a servant-led mentality. Get pre-qualified today. Go to fellowshiphomeloans.com/Mike G or call 800-510-MIKE. Fellowship Home Loans, mortgage lending by the book.
Nationwide Mortgage Bankers, DBA Fellowship Home Loans, Equal Housing Lender, NMLS number 819382.
Barring a last-minute deal, President Trump's latest threatened tariffs on Canadian goods are locked and loaded, ready to go.
Some $20 billion worth of Canadian products, from hockey sticks to tongue depressors, could be subject to 50% tariffs as of 12:01 a.m. Wednesday. The U.S. and Canada have wrangled for decades over trade, but President Trump's belligerent approach marks an extraordinary departure from the traditionally cooperative relationship between the two countries. Nevertheless, Prime Minister Mark Carney says the U.S. and Canada are negotiating to avoid the new round of tariffs. He describes the talks as very intense and delicate. Ben Thomas, Washington.
Thousands of people are displaced on Indonesia's Flores Island several days after a 7.7 magnitude earthquake killed at least 68 people, injured 213, and damaged more than 4,500 homes. News and analysis at townhall.com. British Prime Minister Andy Burnham has reportedly exchanged messages with an imposter who was posing as President Trump's chief of staff.
Politico says Burnham believed he was communicating with Susie Wiles before becoming suspicious and cutting off contact. Now, the White House says the incident had nothing to do with Wiles' device being hacked. The State Department has warned diplomats about attempts to impersonate officials while using AI. And the FBI has warned of malicious actors misusing AI to impersonate senior U.S. government officials. Jason Walker reporting.
Child safety and privacy are at the heart of a lawsuit against Facebook and Instagram's parent Meta. 4 states seek extensive damages. The trial gets underway today with opening arguments. California, Colorado, Kentucky, and New Jersey also demand changes in the way the company operates popular online platforms. More on these stories, townhall.com.
What in the wide, wide world of sports is going on here?
I promise you, whatever scum did this, not one man on this force will rest for 1 minute until he's behind bars. Now let's grab a bite to eat. Yeah, come on.
I feel the hot wind on my shoulder and the touch of a world that is older. I hit the switch and check the number. I leave it on and then I slumber. I hear the rhythm ringing through it. Flamenco guitar and cumbia music. I hear the talking of the DJ. The devil listen, what does he say? I'm on a Mexican radio. I'm on a Mexican radio.
Broadcasting live from high atop the J.P. White Building in downtown Roswell, New Mexico. It's Mornings with Mike Winters on 106.5 Roswell's Talk FM.
Is that what I sound like when I talk?
Now, here's your host, Mike Winters.
And good morning. It is 6 minutes after 8 o'clock. Welcome to hour number 2. The Deuce of Mornings with Mike Winters, right here on 106.5 Roswell's Talk FM. Sorry, there was a couple more minutes on that interview, but we ran out of time. So I'll try to play it its entirety tomorrow, but you can go check it out after the show, ksbtv.com. It'll be up there by itself in its entirety. But when you get it out for tomorrow, because their meeting is tomorrow. Yes. But you know what? I finished season 3 of Tires yesterday.
Oh, really?
Completed it. I am now caught up on Tires.
All right.
That last episode, boy howdy, was that a doozy.
I really got to get caught up on it.
That show it's funny. It's a funny show, but it almost had a Larry David Curb Your Enthusiasm crescendo at the end of this last. Like it was, and I don't want to give details, but I'll just say this. It was at this moment, it's like, you're about to have a heartwarming victory moment for these guys. And then 180 with a flip of a switch, and like 10 different things go wrong.
That to me, and I do need to get caught up on Tires. I'm like 2 episodes into season 1. I just put it off. Yeah. But that to me is the mark of just one of a great TV show. And another great example of that is Always Sunny. It's like every single episode is like that. It's you just start, you get this build up. You're like, this is going to be great. This is going to work out. Oh no! And it all just gets destroyed.
Oh yeah, it was pretty funny, but yeah, that show's pretty good. I highly recommend. I mean, if you like Shane Gillis, I mean, it's very Shane Gillis. So if you're not a Shane Gillis guy, then you're not going to like the show. But it's very funny. It's pretty witty.
Well, I am a Shane Gillis guy for sure.
I do too. I think he reminds me of like 37 people I grew up with.
Yeah. It's because he is 37 people you grew up with. Like he was that kid, and he always talks about it like when he was on the bonfire. Yeah. He was a bully. He was a big old bully in school, and he was a football jock, and and he just sort of like rode with it. But he didn't. He just decided, I'm not going to keep destroying my body playing football for the rest of my life.
I'm going to destroy it drinking beer.
I'm going to destroy it. Yeah. When he hosted SNL, I think it was the second time he hosted.
Yeah.
he did a segment. I go back to it just every like 3 months or so just to revisit it. And it's a prescription ad for the prescription couple of beers. And it's like if you're having a long day.
This one, yeah.
If you're having a long day, a couple of beers is the perfect way to bring yourself up. And then it talks about, when the depression starts, it shows like a little airplane flying, and then it shows it getting low. And when the depression sets in, you can follow it up with a little bump. And it's just a key. And it's the way it's delivered is just so funny. But by the end, he's like, the family's in the living room. They call him in. He's like, honey, can you come in here for a second? He looks and he goes, no. Thanks, a couple of beers. He just walks out.
Well, I noticed like his move, like especially like if I see him on like a Tony Hinchcliffe show or on podcast or whatever. Like he's got that, like you said, the bully move, but that's like when he gets into one of those I don't know, rag outs or whatever you want to call that. He literally does it like the 7-year-old. It's always, well, you're this. No, you're this. No, I think you're this. You're that. That's his move. And he does it to buy time to hit you with the big thing that he's just thinking up of. Yeah. I've noticed watching him do it, and that's how he stalls. He just kind of repeats like, no, you are.
And that's one technique, but a big one in like the New York comedy scene is, what's that?
Yeah.
Is just having somebody repeat something because that you heard them.
Yeah.
That gives you an extra little window of time to come up with a real quick witty retort.
That's how he does it.
Yeah.
Like I've seen him, and he just kind of like, it's like, you're dumb. No, you're dumb. You're taking it, and then it finally hits you. But he does that like 7-year-old move, and just to keep jarring until then he hits you with the left hook. Or whatever.
Norton had a great one on like that was similar to that. He's like, he was in studio, and so one of the people was like, why do my headphones say STU? He's like, real quick, because somebody lost the PID. And he's with this chick, and like 2 minutes, like a full 2 minutes later, she goes, oh, I get. I'm like, wow, you are vapid. But yeah, that's where what quick wit comes from, is just that little extra window of time you give yourself, Yeah,
absolutely. But anyway, Tires, I definitely recommend it. And they're 30-minute episodes, so it's pretty quick.
Yeah, easily digestible.
And Thomas Hayden Church is in the last 2 seasons here, so if you're a fan of him, so Lowell from well, that's kind of old
Wings,
but he was Sandman in the Spider-Man movies.
Spider-Man.
And he's been in a bunch of other stuff.
Oh, I read something the other day.
That wine movie, that kind of got big. There was an independent movie. What was that movie? Sideways or Side?
Oh, yeah, Sideways, with Paul Giamatti.
Yeah, that one.
The Spider-Man franchise just crossed $2 billion worldwide. Like, that's not insignificant. I wonder if now Peter Parker can afford to eat places other than Little Caesars.
A couple more, and they can pay for Commander's new stadium with them.
Yeah,
because the one they're planning to build, $3.8 billion.
3 chimney Christmas.
Yeah. And apparently there's going to be some fees, and people are like, wait a minute, we're going to pay for this thing? Yeah, you pay for nice things. You don't think the ticket prices are going up when you're $3.8 billion stadium?
It's like when you look at, like, I was watching something about like the Parthenon or one of those like ancient like Greek buildings, or like the Colosseum or one of those, and it was like, all in all, it took $500 million in today's money to build. I'm like, that's it? We can knock that out in an afternoon, I'm pretty sure.
Isn't it like a Chick-fil-A or something?
Hey. Oh, you don't even have an upstairs jacuzzi in there.
All right, let me give you a rundown for this show. We do have this hour of the show, we do have a full hour for you.
Yes, we do.
Here in just a few minutes, I believe it's just Tamara by herself, but Tamara Schubert will join us from the Chaves County Extension Office. Give us an update on things happening there. We're in between fairs.
Yes.
We're done with summer fairs, but we still got the Eastern New Mexico.
We still have affairs.
Yeah, affairs.
Fair affairs.
We still have an affair to attend to.
Yes.
But anyway, we will get an update from Tamara here. And then later on in the hour, about 8:45 or so, we'll have the folks from Christ Church join us and talk about some of their events and things they've got coming up.
Very good.
Before we do that, let's take a look at your weather.
I'm meteorologist Steve Hamilton with your Pecos Valley weather. We have that upper-level high-pressure system over Texas, and that's covering all of eastern New Mexico, too. We're headed for about 100 on today's high and lots of sunshine. Overnight will be clear, lows near 70, and then we're in the low 100s for the high on Wednesday and Thursday. And we're expecting a lot of sunshine, getting pretty hot by Friday and through the weekend. That's your latest forecast. I'm meteorologist Steve Hamilton.
Thank you, Steve. Currently, did I refresh? No, that's last hour. So let me hit that refresh button. Currently, 76 degrees here in Roswell. Humidity's at 45%. Winds are calm at the moment. 99 and hot today. Winds out of the south, 5 to 10. Tonight, clear. Overnight low of 71. Wednesday, sunny and hot with a high of 102. Thursday, sunny and hot, high of 101. Friday, 100 and hot. Saturday, 101 and hot. Sunday, 101 and hot. Heading back to work on Monday, 103 and hot. So that's your weather. Sorry, I wish I had better news. That's what it is. All right, 8:15. We're going to take a quick commercial break, and then we will talk with Tamara from the Chaves County Extension Office. Don't go away. You're listening to Mornings with Mike Winters.
This lot is stocked. The Summer is Stocked sales event is on now at Roswell Hyundai with great deals on an unbelievable selection of fresh new vehicles. Get 3.49% for up to 60 months and $1,000 in bonus cash on in-stock 26 Kona, 3.49% for 60 and $2,000 in bonus cash on in-stock 26 Elantra, and 0% for 60 and up to $3,000 in dealer choice bonus cash on 26 Tucson SE. Plus 0 down and no payments for 90 days. The Summer is Stocked sales event on now at Roswell Hyundai, 1909 West 2nd. It's hot outside, but the deals are even hotter during the summer clearance at Bush Appliance in Roswell. They're clearing the warehouse to make room for new arrivals, and that means massive savings on refrigerators, freezers, washers, dryers, dishwashers, ranges, cooktops, even full kitchen packages. Plus, custom kitchen and bathroom cabinetry too. Huge discounts and hot deals during the summer clearance event at Bush Appliance, 111 West Country Club Road in Roswell, Southeast New Mexico's home for appliances and cabinetry for generations. Start your journey towards a meaningful healthcare career with the Occupational Therapy Assistant Program at ENMU Roswell. With this program, you'll gain hands-on clinical skill development, enjoy small class sizes and supportive faculty, engage in real-world fieldwork experiences, and prepare for your NBCOT certification. Call 575-624-7266 to learn more, or log on to roswell.enmu.edu. ENMU Roswell. Success starts here. Roswell Livestock and Farm Supply is your one-stop shop for farm and ranch supplies in southeastern New Mexico, with a friendly, knowledgeable team that can help you find the brands you know, including Preferred, Pearson, Purina, High Pro Feeds, Ariat, Wrangler, Cinch, Justin Boots, and more. Roswell Livestock and Farm Supply is a proud supporter of area sports, 4-H, FFA, and the farmers and ranchers of tomorrow. Roswell Livestock and Farm Supply, 1105 East 2nd, celebrating over 50 years.
There's so much beauty here in New Mexico.
We are enough, and we can have enough.
The culture in New Mexico, it's a culture that fought for its existence.
New Mexicans are talking. Are you listening? Don't miss Past the Sopapillas, the podcast where we talk about us. Now streaming on YouTube or wherever you get your podcasts. Follow us to hear real talk about New Mexico. Sponsored by this station and the NMBA. Past the Sopapillas is presented by the W.K. Kellogg Foundation.
It's Mornings with Mike Winters. He's portly, short, balding, short-sighted, and long-winded. Sorry, ladies, he's taken. Here's Mike Winters.
And good morning. It is 17 minutes after 8 o'clock, and joining us in studio this morning from the Chaves County Extension Office, Tamara Schubert back with us. Good morning.
Good morning. How are you?
Doing great. How about yourself?
Fabulous.
I didn't realize, you were holding down the fort by yourself. I just learned that activity, so I'm surprised you're as chipper as you are.
It has been a very busy month, but we do have a new ag agent starting with us this next month, so we're looking forward to that.
Well, maybe next month we'll meet them when they come in here. So, but a welcome blessing, I'm sure.
Yes, absolutely.
And just in time, because it's kind of round 2 of fair season.
Yes.
Now we're done with the summer fairs, with the county fairs. Now it's state and in the Eastern New Mexico State Fair. So
yes, absolutely.
The two big ones left here.
Yeah.
So
thank you to all the supporters that came and supported our kiddos this last month. It was a great fair.
They have another record-breaking livestock auction.
So they haven't got me the total, but we were sitting up there.
Yeah,
which is always great when we can support the kids that way.
Every year they pretty much break the record. Every year they try to outbeat each other. So and they usually do. So
we have a great community. Yes.
Yeah, absolutely. But that being said, we are not entirely done yet. Some of these kids will be showing animals here at the next two big fairs here.
Yeah.
And I imagine some do just generally speaking, do kids here sell at the state fair, or do they usually wait till the Eastern? How does that usually work? So
we have a handful, probably 5 to 10 of our livestock kids that show up at State Fair. All of the first place indoor exhibits that were here go up there too. So we take about 300 exhibits on the inside up there, but then we have a handful of kids that do livestock.
Okay.
But the vast majority will wait for Eastern here.
Gotcha. That's what I kind of figured. I was like, well, I mean, I can be honest. I figure, you're market. Just saying,
you're
hometown
here.
crowd.
It's easier. Yes. Yeah.
Might behoove you.
Well, just expense wise too. You're not having to pay for being up there all week.
Shipping it up there and feeding and housing and all that upkeeping. Yeah, absolutely. So makes sense. But definitely an experience for the kids to go do that.
Yes.
And go. But so a lot of the crafters and a lot of the home ec side generally will compete up at the state fair.
Yeah, so we take about 300 exhibits every year on that side.
Okay.
So we take them up, get all the judging done, and then we bring them back for the kids too.
Like the baked goods and the cook folks, do they literally get to bake for each different? I mean, obviously they're not.
Most of them will. Some of them will freeze depending on what the item is, and just defrost it. But most of them, cakes, pies, things like that, will have to be rebaked.
Yeah, well, it's fresh. I mean,
you just hope it turned out as good the second time as it did the first time.
Sure. Well, it's. I guess it's. I think as long as the kitchen's the same, with the elevation and stuff, because baking that doesn't affect that.
Yes, it does.
And then your measurements are precise. And, I'm thinking it should get the same results, right?
You would hope so, right? The science behind it.
Sure, that's absolutely true. But I imagine that's a lot of fun too. Because I'm not gonna lie. Even when you mess up, it's still a pretty tasty mistake.
Yes, most of the time, unless you confuse that salt and sugar.
Yeah, that would be the only thing. But I'm curious because I've judged them before, and they don't really judge. Like I've judged. Like I actually took the Kansas City Barbecue Society. I judged. Like I took a class and got certified as a judge and judged the thing. So. I've done that. I mean, and I've judged Eddy County Fair years ago, the baked goods and all that. So I've done it before. But I know, on the barbecue world, those guys go crazy to put the perfect, they'll literally cook 6 slabs of ribs to get the 6 perfect ribs to put in that box. Does it get crazy like that with baked goods? Like they're going to bake 3 pies and the one that's the perfect one is the one how does all that work?
So within our baking projects for the kids, they all, just to level the field and stuff like that, they use the same recipe that we provide them with, one that's tested. Of course, you have to take into account altitude and things like that.
Sure.
But they use the same recipe. And then we do task them with finding, if they're doing cookies or they're doing biscuits or whatever, the best 3 to exhibit, right? So brownies don't turn in the edges, get the middles. And so you have some that definitely take that as a challenge. And then, some of them just do it for the love of doing it.
Gotcha. So. I was kind of curious about that because, does it get that crazy like the barbecue guys do? And so, yes and no. It's kind of... So there's I didn't think about that. Is there a standardization because I figure grandma's pie tastes different than mom's pie because she puts a little something different, something you don't know. That's not how it works.
So we have some self-determined projects that they can experiment with, and they can turn in recipes of their own choosing.
Yeah.
But the vast majority, just to level the fields, they use a set standard recipe, and then it's how they execute it.
So it's really not about. It's really about can you cook, can you bake,
can you learn
the function, the skill sets of those things.
Absolutely.
Not so much how creative you are at a dish maker. How good are you at the act of baking and cooking?
So the part that gets them there is we do have a state food challenge, which is actually one of the things that our kids are doing tonight here.
Okay.
So they're giving a pantry to select from, along with some mystery ingredients.
Oh, nice.
And they have to figure out what they're going to cook.
Okay.
And break it down nutritionally and cost-wise for the judges. So they have some free range. They've got to get creative.
Well, and
on
how
the
real
spot.
world is that? I mean, how many times do families come home and you're like, open the pantry? All right,
What's for dinner?
What's for dinner tonight?
Yeah.
I got a box of this, a box of that, and a can of this. All right, we're making chili or whatever it is.
Yes, absolutely. So it really puts them in there, and then they have to think on their feet as a team and come up with something for the judges.
Love that. That's great. That's awesome. It's kind of like, do you study, like, do you watch Food Network, like Guys Grocery Games or something to study up on things like
exactly. Top Chef, man.
Speaking of which, I saw a commercial for a new show that I'm kind of excited about. It's Bobby Flay, another Bobby Flay joint, but it's like line cooking competition. Like they'll get some of them Top Chef dudes, and they'll literally be a line, and they compete against like some top restaurants, and their line cook a meal, and they'll get like diners to like rate them on who did it better. And I was like, I'm oddly curious to watch that show.
Watch that one. Hey, I like some of those when they came out with that leftover makeover.
Oh, yeah.
I was like, oh, okay, now I can get behind something like that.
Yeah, that's a good one. But yeah, they get a little crazy with the bake-offs and all that, with like Halloween cookie. I'm like, you've seen some of those nut things. Have you ever tried doing those things in 4-H?
We did. So we had a Nellet challenge not very long ago.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Make one of those big 6-foot holiday themed cakes or something.
Maybe not that fun. But yeah, we did have some nailed it challenge. So the kids are into that. And so as we let the kids plan their year, they've come up with quite a few things.
Love it. But now what about some of the sewers and, because a lot of that probably transitions from fair to fair. You make a sweater or an Afghan.
Yeah.
It shows it the
difference.
difference.
So for our indoor exhibits, those that place first at County Fair, which was last month, will go to State Fair and then come back to Eastern.
Okay.
But if they place second, third, fourth at County Fair, then they're eligible for Eastern as well.
Okay.
So they'll come back in on several of those fronts.
Nice. Very cool. So she was curious, at the end of the fair season, do they get that garment back?
Absolutely.
I didn't know if it was something like, do people sell those or what
sometimes?
To those? Yeah.
So sometimes we've had that where, someone comes in and goes, oh, I really like that. And they're like, oh, yeah, you can have it when fair's done, but you have to wait till fair's done, which is 3 months down the road.
It makes sense.
Unfortunately for sewing, you just hope it still fits by the time that the fair run gets done.
True. Well, think of it this way. You'll get it in time for the holidays if you want to make it as a gift.
There you go. There you go.
Make a great Christmas gift for somebody.
Which we've had kids do that too. I've had kids make tote bags for grandma or grandpa and go like, Happy Mother's Day. Now I need it back for the next 5 months.
Right for the fair. And then you get it back for Christmas.
Regifting at its finest.
Well, I know like some of the art, like paintings and some of the things you see, like some of that will sell because it's art, it is. But I didn't know if like some of the Afghans and some of the, because as a person that grew up with a mother that crocheted, and I mean that's in and of itself heirloom stuff. I mean, I literally have crocheted blankets and that my mom made that they ain't going nowhere. But,
right.
I mean that's kind of an heirloom type.
Well, and some of those are made with people in mind, right? And then we're done by the time Christmas and stuff like that hits, so it's a great opportunity for them to
yeah, exactly.
Clean out and get ready for next year.
Exactly, and by the way, I will say this. This is something I think you should steer every kid in crafting stuff to do with their hands. Sewing, art, whatever it is, I don't care. And I don't care if they're boys or girls. I don't care about any of that stuff. It doesn't matter. The skill sets, if you have someone that's handy with a thread and needle, they're going to serve them well throughout life.
Well, and it's great for their mental health, right? It gets them engaged, but it's also good for just problem solving.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep, absolutely, and it transitions into other things too, and they can beget what they learn through this. They can beget into other things.
Yes,
and it's like you said, it's cathartic. It's very, it's just it's kind of like I don't know. It's just you get lost in the patterns. You're counting depending on I know with crocheting. My mom, she was constantly, and I told this story before, and I may have told it to you, but she'd literally be there in the living room crocheting. And she'd be watching TV, crocheting, and I'd be sitting there watching. I'd miss something on the TV, and I was like, what'd she say? Well, wouldn't hear her for like a minute. She said, close the door. like 2 minutes later.
Yeah, she's like, nope, that's what happened.
She's busy counting rows and doing her, but she's like, how the hell did she just?
Yeah. No, I get it. So I'm the same way. I can't. I have one of those. I have to multitask.
Yeah.
And continuously. So sitting and watching TV doesn't work, but crocheting and watching TV does. Yeah.
Yeah. She was crocheting and cross stitch. That was her other. She did a lot of the She had a Norman Rockwell phase where she was doing like all the Norman Rockwell prints and turning them into cross stitch.
Yeah.
So I got a bunch of those somewhere. And German Hummels too, weirdly enough. I got some German Hummel ones and all. But anyway, this is my mom memory. So I think a lot of that when I think a lot of this stuff. And so I always say, I wish I had the talent my mom had. She was she was an artist
and some of those are dying
brain.
out.
Yeah.
So the more that we can teach our kids, it stays around.
And I don't care what you can tell you. Everybody needs to know how to cook. Everybody knows you got to cook food, go pick your own foods, grow your own foods, educate yourself on this stuff. It's too easy in this world. Marketing is a mess. It's always been a mess, but it's even a bigger mess now.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, they're trying to be health conscious and stuff, but there's so many.
You can't always believe the fad that's going around or the marketing, like you said. You can't always believe some of those. So definitely do your research. There's some things out there, especially the trends as they come and go, that aren't really research based on that information. And so make sure you do your research and use research, not just Google.
Yeah, and that's why I say, for your youngins, 4-H helps learn this kind of stuff. Now for the adults, the rest of the extension office can help you with the rest of that. Yeah. But definitely 4-H, I think, because, I think every child should have those skill sets. They should be able to cook for themselves, take care of themselves, and that being sewing, that's every person. Everybody should have those skills. And 4-H is great at teaching that kind of thing.
Yeah.
So definitely. What's some other things we definitely want to put on people's radar?
So we'll do a little bit. So FCS side, Crafting for Your Mental Health is this week.
Okay.
So if you're looking for a brain break, come out and join us. We're going to be in Hagerman on the 19th at noon. And we're going to be at Senior Circle on the 20th.
Perfect.
And that one's at a new time. So we're going to be there at 1, get you out a little bit earlier.
Okay.
All of our Strong Bones classes are still going. So that's really a program built to prevent osteoporosis. So if you're looking for some chair activities that's good for your bones and your balance, come join any of those. They happen every day of the week around town. So you can call us with information on that one. And then Christmas Showcase tickets go on sale
we're
September
almost in that
1.
season. I know it's August, but we're already in that season. That'll be coming up here right before the holidays.
Yeah, so Christmas Showcase this year will be November the 10th.
Yeah.
Those tickets are on sale starting September 1 in the office to get all the goodies. As far as 4-H goes, we are in Hagerman at the library this Friday at 11. That's a new time as well.
Great.
We will be having...
Is this kind of a back to school hours now?
Yeah, so they're on those 4 weeks, 4 day a week. And so we're going to shift from 9 a.m. to 11.
Gotcha.
Some of our kids like to sleep in. So we're going to shift to 11 o'clock on that end.
Perfect.
Little Books, Little Cooks is back. So if they hadn't gone to that, that's a whole farm to table literacy adventure for our young kids. So that's really geared to kids that are 5 to 8 years old.
Okay.
So you get some ag literacy, farm to table education, and some of those cooking skills. So those are back. That one's going to be August the 29th, and that's at a new time as well. So we're moving that one to the afternoon at 3. Hopefully we avoid some of those practices and sports that happen early Saturday mornings.
Yeah, got to kind of pivot to the fall schedules. A little bit,
So fall enrollment kicks off for 4-H October 1, right during Eastern Fair. So now's a great opportunity to kind of ask some questions, come in, get some enrollment, check out some clubs so you know where you want to go when that opens up.
And please understand, if you love livestock and showing animals, yes, very much a part of 4-H, but there's a whole side to 4-H that has nothing to do with touching animals or dealing with any kind of livestock. It's, like it could be computers, it could be crafts and arts, home stuff.
Robotics, rocketry, you got
sports. Yeah, there's a whole slew of different activities through 4-H that are available for kids from pretty much like through the clover buds at the young age, all the way up to like 18, you know, till they go out of high school.
Yeah. So our clover buds have a specific. So our clover buds are our 5 to 8 year olds. They have a specific curriculum that's really age appropriate for them. They're a non-competitive group with us.
Yeah, they're
just
not
to
doing
get them
shooting
established.
sports right out the gate.
Yeah. Some of the other competitive things, livestock and shooting sports, especially take place when they're 9.
A little bit older. Yeah. But that's the path to start the kind of the 4-H.
Got to start somewhere.
Yeah, and learning kind of the group settings and all the social skills and the ancillary stuff that 4-H teaches that you can't get at a lot.
Well, maybe you're a senior in high school and you go, I didn't start then. That's okay. Yeah. Jump in where you are.
Absolutely. To be honest, if you're trying to help with college and stuff, there's a lot of stuff you could do here as a junior, senior in school that could help through 4-H.
I always tell them your 4-H experience looks great on your scholarship application.
Yeah. And so come on down, learn a little bit about it. And by the way, it just might serve you the rest of your life too.
Yes, absolutely.
By the way, it might just be good for you. So very good. Also, don't forget, speaking of 4-H, kind of a 4-H for adults, you guys do have your extension clubs and stuff. Any updates there we want to tell folks?
We have 5 clubs within the community. So a sewing club, we got a couple of quilting clubs in addition to our regular clubs. So if you're interested in coming out, we just had, I think we finished up our trainings with them for the year, but you can definitely come out and see the booths.
Okay.
During Eastern Fair, they're in the educational hall on a little bit more about what we do with extension and some opportunities that are available.
Perfect. Yeah. And you know what? That's the thing too is if you get enough interest in people, if it's not one of these clubs, but you got a group, let's start one.
Yes.
And we'll start that club.
Absolutely.
And who knows, maybe you can grow it from there. So if you're, I don't know, a group of people that say, I love to play backgammon, let's start a backgammon club or whatever that is.
Pickleball.
There
you go.
Perfect. Good deal.
On the ag side, like I said, we've got a new ag agent coming in next month.
Yes.
Gardening at the library. Just finished up this last weekend, so our next one will be September.
Okay.
They did release the dates for the Southeast Urban Horticulture Symposium. So we hosted it last year. So this year it's moving over to Lee County. So it's going to be in Hobbs on November the 7th. They have a great lineup of speakers. Some of their native societies over there, plants, golf courses, and stuff like that are going to come talk all things urban horticulture.
Oh, nice.
So definitely look for those registrations coming out. And then now's a great time to start thinking about Master Gardeners, too. So we have a new cohort that's starting in January. So now's a great time to come. If you're interested in learning more about gardening, come check out the chapter, see what we're about, and kind of get your name on the list. We'll give you a call.
It's a great opportunity to learn, and really to learn, into the dirt, the soils and things, and kind of, they teach you all that kind of stuff on. So I imagine, because like you talk to us, like some people and like when you grow things at the north end of town, you got to do things. Yeah, then you do it at the south end of town. And this class really kind of teaches you that kind of stuff and why it's important and why you know those differences.
Well, and if you just have general gardening questions, our Master Gardeners do have office hours now. So they are in the office on Thursday afternoons from about 1 to 5.
Okay.
So it's a great opportunity to call in with all things gardening questions and get an answer fairly quickly from them.
Absolutely.
So they're great at what they do. They're also out at the farmers markets right now. So if you've got questions, stop by and see them on Saturdays.
Yeah, y'all need to get out. And they even started an hour later for you like to sleep in. It starts at 8 now instead of 7. So it's 8 to noon now, so you can sleep in a little bit. But every Saturday morning.
Yes.
And by the way, as the summer progresses here, you're going to start seeing more and more produce. I know they got a lot of arts and everything's homemade, handmade there, but I know the first couple of weeks, I think because of heat and things, produce has not been as plentiful, and so but it'll start creeping in here.
Especially as they transition. They do have some plants, general plants for sale and stuff out there too. So
and plenty of green chili and roasting and all that. So you'll just follow your nose. You'll be
You'll find it.
You'll find it. Very good. Is there anything else we wanted to mention? Or we get it all?
I think that's it.
Excellent. Of course, if you have any questions about anything, you can always on Facebook. If you type in Chavez County Extension, it's all part of New Mexico State University, so it says NM State. But if you type in, you can like and follow that way. There's the 4-H one. There's one for the Extension Club. All the gardening stuff. All of that's right there too. And then of course you can always come down to the the new offices. They're still new.
Yes, they are. They still new. They still have that good smell.
Yeah, they got new office smell there in the county complex out there.
Yeah.
So, and come see the new thing, because now y'all got like meeting spaces and things, and like they can have more like events there at the it's really nice. It's I'm sure pretty happy.
It's a great facility. We're blessed to have it. We do have that new phone number though, so if you're used to dialing that 622, it no longer works.
Yes.
You'll want to reach us at the 343-9075.
Yes, and now, and I'm glad you're happy too. Now you actually got some people to fill those other offices with you in there.
Yes, absolutely.
Now she just runs around like, hello.
Hey, when you're back there by yourself, it gets awfully.
Right.
The days go a long way.
This is a new build, but it's haunted. I already know. Yeah, you're mine, man. When you're by yourself, this thing. There you go. Well, thank you as always, Tamara.
Thank you.
We'll see you next month, and I'm guessing we'll meet some new folks with you next month too. As we get, of course, we'll be about knee deep in fair season about that point.
Yes,
so,
super busy.
Yep. Well, thank you as always.
Thank
we'll
you.
See you next time. Stay cool out there.
Right.
Easier said than done. All right. It is 8:39. We're going to pause for news and quick update here, and then we will talk with the folks from Christchurch here on the other side. Don't go away. You're listening to Mornings with Mike Winters.
SRN News, I'm Rich Thomason in Washington. Thousands remain without power after tropical storm Lala clobbered Hawaii over the weekend, uprooting trees, unleashing flash floods from Honolulu to the Big Island. One death is blamed on the storm. Deadly stretch of unsettled weather is continuing with the ongoing threat of thunderstorms. Heavy rains, flash flooding from the Midwest to the Mid-Atlantic. However, an approaching cold front is expected to calm things down in the next 24 hours. Russia and Ukraine continue trading heavy blows with civilians caught in the crossfire. The UN reports nearly 17,000 Ukrainian civilians have died since the invasion began. President Trump threatens military action against Oman if it gets in the way of a U.S. deal with Iran over the Strait of Hormuz. Uncertainty over the Iran situation sending oil prices higher again. More details, srnnews.com.
I'm meteorologist Steve Hamilton with your Pecos Valley weather. We have that upper-level high-pressure system over Texas, and that's covering all of eastern New Mexico, too. We're headed for about 100 on today's high and lots of sunshine. Overnight will be clear, lows near 70, and then we're in the low 100s for the high on Wednesday and Thursday. And we're expecting a lot of sunshine, getting pretty hot by Friday and through the weekend. That's your latest forecast. I'm meteorologist Steve Hamilton.
All across America, this is the Red Apple Audio Network's Market Report, sponsored by Abacus Global Management.
Good morning, I'm John Terrett. Middle East tensions overshadowed things on what was a quiet Monday in August on Wall Street. Oil was elevated because of that, and there was a sort of anxiousness in the air about serious retail store earnings this week coming from the likes of Home Depot, TJ Maxx, Target, and Walmart. At the end of the Monday session, the Dow, the Nasdaq, and S&P were all in the red. The Dow and the S&P by about 0.5%. Nasdaq, best performer, down only 0.3%. You know, stocks on the Nasdaq had been lifted for a while yesterday by the California AI software company Anthropic, which says its preliminary second quarter revenue jumped 14-fold to over $11.5 billion, and the revenue run rate surpassed $65 billion ahead of its upcoming IPO in the fall. Do you remember Statoil? That's a name from the past. The Norwegian company, now known as Equinor, is buying a majority stake in a gas power station in Pennsylvania owned by Lackawanna Energy Center. They're paying $940 million. And get this, NVIDIA, the chip people, guaranteeing more than $100 billion so that OpenAI and ChatGPT can lease a sprawling energy center being built by Japan's SoftBank in Ohio. And so too today, the main focus, Home Depot, the home improvement giant. With business, I'm John Terrett.
This is the Red Apple Audio Network's Market Report, sponsored by Abacus Global Management.
What if the future of finance wasn't built around averages, but around you? At Abacus Global Management, we're reshaping financial planning around the most personal data point, your lifespan. But it's more than just insight, it's control. As a technology-driven asset manager, we're empowering investors with an integrated system to take command of your time, your future, your financial destiny. This is a new era of investing. Take control at abacusgm.com.
Here's a Mornings with Mike Winters fun fact. 47.2% of all statistics are made up on the spot. Is this true? I'd say chances are about 50%. Here's Mike Winters.
And good morning. It is 8:43, and joining us in studio this morning, talking some community Bible study, Pastor Lonnie Owens, Pastor Kelly Castles, and Stephanie Wenner as well. Good morning, everybody. Did I get?
Morning.
Good morning. Are you a pastor as well too?
No.
Okay, just making.
I'm not a pastor.
Oh, okay.
Worse than that, I'm a lawyer. So you really screwed that up.
All right. I thought you also did some in between the lawyer work, some Bible.
Just
studies.
this, yes, sir.
So,
yes, sir.
I don't know. I use the term pastor kind of loosely.
Very
sometimes.
good. Well, Lonnie looked at me crooked when you called me that because he didn't want to be too closely associated.
Oh, right. No way. I tell Kelly that he's really a pastor that practices law on the side.
There you go. You know, anyone that tends to give me some godly advice, I'm going to call him a pastor.
Yeah, talk to that guy right there.
But what we're talking about today is community Bible study, which is really this is kind of one of those things. This is a celebration of Christianity. We're just a group of people that want to understand the Bible better, and so this is a collection of, I'm guessing, all Christians. We got, Baptists to whatever, Lutherans to Catholics to whatever, the whole gamut joining us on this.
Absolutely. And I appreciate you starting with that, Mike, because that's really a big focus, I think, for community Bible study that we want to get across. I mean, all of us, I believe we all need a place to belong, a place with real people that we can get to know and do life with. So that's why we have to meet in, various locations. But
sure.
None of those names or denominational titles are in the Bible. In the Bible, it's just whether we're in Christ or not. And so that's the focus, I think, for community Bible study. We appreciate you starting with that all people from all backgrounds are welcome, or any church background or no church background.
Sure. Together, really, if you have an interest in learning the Bible, this is what this is about, and understanding it. And I don't care how many years you've studied the Bible. There's been people, there's centuries, there's generations, there's thousands of years of people still studying the Bible and still understanding it and taking new things from it all the time. So I don't think you ever stop really studying the Bible.
No, I think we have to jump off there. I'll let one of my colleagues here. That's just like throwing us bait.
I'm going to get you some bones here. Come on.
Actually, Kelly and I were just talking about this outside. Yeah. Even if you've read a certain book in the Bible, your life and society around us changes so quickly.
Sure.
And so even if you've read it one year or 5 years ago, you're going to pick up something new the next time you read it because you have a different perspective on the world.
Absolutely.
After living in it.
Sure. And obviously there's always and this is where I think a lot of people get lost in the devil in the details sometimes, is because of, obviously the book is the oldest book, in history, and it, guess what, folks? It wasn't written in English.
Right.
It come out in a nicely typed book in English that we could all understand. It was written in languages that aren't even used today, on a common basis. And so there is centuries of interpretations and different things. And so it really is a fascinating, because I imagine some things evolved over time as we study and be like, this word means something a little different than we thought it meant 100 years ago. And so like the word love, that's one of the agape. That's, you can have a whole debate on that word alone in the Bible, and so that, to me, that as much adds to because it is, we're learning it, because it's kind of passed down, there is that, and so that to understand it and to sometimes it takes a group of people to sit down and hear other people's thoughts, and you read something and you think this, and then someone else reads it and you're thinking, oh, I didn't think it from that angle, and that might be, yeah, okay. That's really what Bible study is about, right?
Yeah, it's transformational for sure, right? We're definitely not reading it or studying it to get it into our heads, but get it into our hearts,
right?
And to be changed by God's word. It's alive, and it is a roadmap for the way we should live. One of the things, I've been in community Bible study here in Roswell for more than 30 years, and the word is the key part of what we do. But when I was a young man and I came here, and I was in a small group studying the Bible with a bunch of men who were older than me, whether they were ranchers or farmers or mechanics or doctors or lawyers, and I think maybe the biggest benefit that I got in those first few years was seeing men that were ahead of me in life, and they had truly placed their faith in the Lord, and the Word of God made a difference to their everyday life. And for me, coming out of school and landing over here in 1990, my Christianity was something I took out and used on Sundays and put it away the rest of the week.
Right.
And it was the witness of those other men that I think more than anything else led me to where I'm at now, along with God's Spirit. But the Lord's Word has come to a point in my life where it just impacts all of my life, and it has changed my life.
Sure.
It's changed my heart, changed my eternal destination, it's changed my purpose. Everything about me has been changed by the power of God's Word, and that's why we study it.
And I also would just venture a guess, and this is something that I'm realizing as I get older, this wisdom thing, I guess they call it. I don't know. But I imagine you reading the Bible, say, as a teenager or a young person, and you read it a certain way, things resonate a certain way. But I'm telling you, reading it as a 50-year-old man now and lived life, I've seen some of what you talk about in action at this point, where as a teenager, younger, you're just thinking in concept, like, really? And then after 30 years of life living, you're like, okay, I see that. And so that interpretation of your Bible alters a little bit too,
That's
right? I would
and that's
think
what Stephanie, I think, is saying.
Yeah. It's really life's experiences alter how you kind of see things too. And
so if you don't mind, thank you so much, Mike, for kind of going down that road, because I think that's such an important question. I think a lot of people have questions about that. So in other words, do we still have an accurate representation of the scripture that was written originally, as you said, in Hebrew, Greek, and Aramaic? And do we still have an accurate representation of what was written? And sometimes, there's wild claims out there on the internet and stuff that can kind of throw people off.
The internet's a fun place, man.
But it's really exciting. I would encourage people to really study into that, because there's just a multitude of solid translations. Now, there are paraphrases where they just kind of try to get that gist of it. That's a little different. It can be nice for reading, but to actually dig in and study and try to determine, do we have an accurate representation of what was originally inspired by God to these writers?
Yeah.
It's pretty crazy it's amazing how close it really is. And so there's tools. We live in a time of information. It's amazing, but you can look up what the original word in Hebrew or Greek or Aramaic was, and I've done it quite a bit through the years, and it's amazing. The translators were very careful, and I believe that we have a very accurate representation in English. Yes, we have to. What I appreciate about what you said is we have to maintain some humility to understand that we're still going to learn our whole lives.
Yes.
So when we say it's not really so much a different interpretation as, in my opinion, as it's more understanding of what, but what Kelly said, I don't know if we have time for him I'd like for him to delve a little bit more into that if he wants to.
Yeah, we got a few minutes.
When he said it's alive, that's the difference, that it's we believe it's a supernatural book that the Holy Spirit is actually using to reveal truth to us. And so, yes, we're gaining, hopefully, and that's the plan, right, to gain a little more understanding as we go, but recognize that none of us come close to having all the answers.
Sure.
We just are learners together.
And regardless, I believe, when we fear, when we, it's human nature, the things that make us scared, and the unknown is generally the biggest. And obviously, the world we live in right now, and I'm just saying, it sometimes feels scary. Sometimes understanding the plan makes it or is, and I think Bible study is one of these things that says this reminds you of the plan.
Amen.
And you kind of say, like, I personally believe, this is our trial, this is our test. This ain't supposed to be easy. It's going to be hard. We're going to do things, but you come on the other side, you come through. following God's path, and you be all right. And regardless of what's going on this earth and who tells you what to wear, what you read on the internet, you're going to be all right.
Well, that's a good point. And we're studying the Revelation to start our semester off this fall in the evening class. And the point that you just made is so good, because the Revelation, Jesus reveals what you just said. If you are with me and you have accepted me as your Lord and Savior, in the end, we prevail. I don't know about you, but I like John Wayne movies. I know there's just 2 or 3 of them that he dies in, right? But if you avoid those 2 or 3, when I'm watching John Wayne movie, I know he's going to make it, right? And I'm not nervous. I know John Wayne's going to make it in the end. Well, I think that's part of why God gave us this. Jesus revealed the end, because we know we're going to make it in him. We don't have to sweat the small stuff. We don't have to get lost in the details. We don't have to get carried away by the internet, because in the end, he's still standing, and those of us who have called on his name are standing with him. No matter what's going on around us, we can know that. I used to always skip. My kids got into Harry Potter early on, and I didn't like them reading it at first. By the end, man, I was in it as much as they were. And when that
I got into them too.
when that last book came out, we pre-ordered it and went down to Hastings and picked it up, and it was this big old thing. And I took it out of the box, and I stopped on the way home. I just read the last page. I wanted to know Harry lived. And when I saw Harry live, I'm like, nothing, no matter.
Spoiler.
No matter how dark it's going to be, Harry makes it, right? That's what the revelation is.
Absolutely.
No matter how dark it is, Christ prevails, and you will prevail with him.
Absolutely.
Sorry. No. Stephanie needs to talk about what they're studying.
We're starting at the other end of the Bible, Genesis. So
Very good.
God's initial creation.
So the beginning.
The very beginning.
That's a good place to start. So this is really, that's a great, really, if you, that's, I love that. That's a great. So now when's the first classes? When do we need to pre-register? Just come on and talk a little bit about it.
The women's day class, actually, our first day is tomorrow.
Okay.
We start at 9:30.
Okay. That's right. There's several different classes.
Yes, we have an evening class. It meets on Tuesday evenings.
Okay.
That's Lonnie and Kelly's class. That's a co-ed class.
Okay.
The Wednesday mornings is women and children only.
Oh, okay.
And we'll be studying Colossians first.
Very good. Excellent.
Studying that, and then Genesis.
Do the groups study the same curriculum, or is it different? So the night one's going to be different than the women's group. Very good.
Yep.
Okay, so you guys are starting with Genesis tomorrow.
Well, we're going to do Colossians first. We've got a 6-week study of Colossians.
Okay,
and then we'll start
dip into Genesis after that,
and wrap up our
your
year with that.
Your appetizer will be Colossians, and then your main course will be. Very cool. Very cool. But so it starts tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
At what time?
9:30.
At what?
At Christ Church.
At Christ
on
Church.
Sycamore.
Very good. Do just come? You need to pre-register? They just show up?
They can pre-register online at roswell.cbsclass.org.
Okay.
That'll help get some of the paperwork out of the way for tomorrow.
So we can dive right into lessons, and that will be the discussion.
If that's not an option, we can register them on the spot.
If you need to. But if you got a little time today, go online, get it pre-done, then we can show up and sit down and get started tomorrow. But first class is tomorrow.
Yeah. We do have a children's program, but we are almost full right now.
Okay, so
we're trying to grow it, but there might be a wait list for certain age groups.
Any volunteers want to get involved and be happy to
could
help
use
out?
that. That's right. But the Tuesday night class, we also have a children's program as well.
Okay.
We don't start until a week from tonight.
Okay, so you got a week ahead leadway on this one.
And right. And Kelly, you want to tell them about the Facebook page?
Well, there's a Facebook page, Roswell Evening Community Bible Study, I think is what it's called.
Okay.
You can find it if you search Roswell Community Bible Study on Facebook, and it's got all of our information and the QR code. I think the day class has a page, doesn't it?
We have a Facebook page as well.
Oh, perfect. Excellent.
Just Roswell Women's.
Okay. And I think both of our classes have English second language core group.
And
we no longer have a Spanish-speaking core group.
Okay.
But we do on Tuesday nights.
Okay. So again, any volunteers, we could use them for the women's group on Wednesdays here. Now, I imagine if you don't remember any of that, but if you get on Facebook and you just type in Roswell Community Bible Study, something in those words, you'll probably get both groups that pop up, and you can like and follow and ask questions and do everything. But please remember, if you want to join the women's group, our first class is tomorrow. So you got to get on the stick here today.
One thing about that, though, Stephanie, what if they already had plans for tomorrow, I mean, they could still come the next week, right?
Well, you're not be all
you
end all
can join
because-
anytime. You'll still get the same lesson book.
Yeah.
You just have a little bit more
A
homework,
little homework
the first week.
this first week, but
Yeah.
absolutely. But yeah, come and meet, and then that's the other side too. Is yes, we're all growing and learn, but guess what? You want to make some friends and maybe broaden your social circle a little bit.
Absolutely.
And, like especially I imagine with the women's group and their kids, you're like, hey, now we got some friends we can coordinate babysitters and go have lunch and make some networking opportunities there too, and kind of work out stuff. And so who knows? Could be some ancillary opportunities out of this too.
And there's no registration fee is required.
Okay.
You can make a donation of a fee if you can, but otherwise it's available to all.
It does cost materials and all the books and things. So
we have scholarships, I think both classes do, to cover anybody that just is unable to pay the fee. Yeah. And then ours is next Tuesday, and same thing. You can show up at Christ Church at 6 o'clock.
6 o'clock.
6 o'clock
right.
and register there. We'd be happy to have anybody that was interested in studying with us.
Yeah, come and or like you said, you can go online and pre-register here. But if you happen to, space out on it, come on in. We'll get you in. We'll come join us and we'll make room for you. And now, how long does this session of classes go? It'll start when does this wrap at the end of the year here, or how long does this session go?
This session, I think our fall semester runs until December 9th.
Gotcha. Okay.
We try to follow the school schedule.
Gotcha.
So
So you
that
go
way,
to about the holidays here. Gotcha. Okay.
And then we'll start back up
then you pick up in the
spring.
Perfect. So kind of just follow school. So it kind of works along with the lines if you do have kids in school and that kind of thing. You can drop, kind of. Perfect. Excellent. Did we get it all?
The only other thing I think on my mind, just as far as logistics, Mike, is just that on Tuesday nights we do have, we break into smaller groups for part of the study to discuss, and like you said, friendships bond. We have those groups for men, we have groups for women, we have groups for couples, and then as Kelly mentioned, we have English as a second language, Spanish language core group as well. So that's
no
so
excuse.
the people know.
That's the reason. Come visit. We got it all covered.
Yeah.
But yeah, really come and see what it's about. Come see what this is. You might open a whole new world to you and make a whole new group of friends too. You never know.
Absolutely.
Good deal. Well, thank you guys. Appreciate the visit. And if we need updates or anything as we come, I know mid-semester there, but if you want to juice people, remind people, please let us know. Come on, we'll be happy to do that.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys. All right, it's 9 o'clock. You're listening to 106.5 Roswell's Talk FM, KEND, Roswell, New Mexico.
Officials announced one fatality, a 90-year-old woman found dead in Naalehu. Hawaiian Electric said more than 100,000 customers were without power as of Monday afternoon after Lala's winds took down trees, utility poles, and transmission towers. I'm Ben Thomas.
South Korean President Lee Jae-myung says a solid alliance with the United States underpins national security. His remarks follow President Trump's order to substantially reduce military exercises with South Korea. Although a 60-day window for talks with Iran over the Strait of Hormuz has now closed, President Trump insists that nothing is set in stone.
According to Fox News, Trump claimed that the 60-day deadline was irrelevant because there was no timeline and that the U.S. has a back channel for talks with the Islamic Revolutionary Guard.
Correspondent Luke Garrett, President Trump says the U.S. has no talks planned with Iran, but he's insisting the Strait of Hormuz is operating despite limited traffic. The United Nations reports nearly 17,000 Ukrainian civilian deaths since Russia invaded Ukraine in early 2022. On Wall Street this morning, stocks are in the red. The Dow is down about 61 points, while the Nasdaq is off 367 and the S&P 49 points lower. More on these stories, townhall.com.
When it comes to our cars, those infotainment screens, turbos, advanced transmissions, and cameras are all great until they fail. And if your car is out of warranty, repairing them can cost thousands. I'm Danica Patrick. If your car is less than 20 years old, no matter the mileage, make sure you're covered for auto repair bills with an auto protection plan from Endurance. They've paid out hundreds of millions in claims and helped drivers with plans that cover engine, drivetrain, electrical system, transmission, and more. Endurance gives you straightforward claims processing and direct payment to your certified mechanic. And your rate won't go up no matter how many claims you file. When your check engine light comes on, don't ignore it because you're worried about a big auto repair bill. Call Endurance and choose the plan that's right for you. Act now and get 1 year of elite benefits, a $2,000 value, free.
For your free quote, call 800-292-8705. 800-292-8705. 800-292-8705.
Coverage varies by plan. View contracts and exclusions at endurancewarranty.com.
Brazil's president is applauding the discovery of oil near the country's Amazon coast.
President Lula is seeking re-election in October, and he's often keen to portray himself as a protector of the environment. That image jars with the sight of him dressed in orange overalls, brandishing a vial of oil and declaring, "It smells so good." Mr. Lula was celebrating the discovery of new reserves by the state energy firm near the mouth of the Amazon River. He wants Brazil to phase out fossil fuels, but insists it still needs oil revenues to fund the transition to clean energy. More exploration is needed to establish just how much oil is buried deep beneath the sea and how much money Brazil could earn.
The BBC's Rory Callamore. Belgium is battling one of its largest wildfires despite cooler temperatures and some rain. The blaze is moving toward Germany. It has burned roughly 12 square miles. Firefighters from several countries are assisting, but some areas are still inaccessible. News and analysis, townhall.com. A judge has halted efforts to relocate FBI headquarters to a D.C. office building.
The judge ruled President Trump's administration illegally discarded a previously approved plan to build a new facility in Maryland. A site in Greenbelt, Maryland was chosen during former President Biden's administration. But Trump appointees sought to reverse that decision last year in favor of repurposing the Ronald Reagan building, a federal office complex a few blocks from the FBI's existing headquarters. Maryland and Prince George's County filed the suit. The Maryland location was selected over Virginia following an intense competition between the two states. Mike Hempen, Washington.
As the primary season nears its end, attention turns to key states, including Florida, Wyoming, California, and Alaska. Today's primaries highlight Republican-led redistricting and battles between Democrat establishment candidates and progressives. Townhall.com.
What in the wide, wide world of sports is going on here?
I promise you, whatever scum did this, not one man in this force will rest for 1 minute until he's behind bars. Now let's grab a bite to eat. Yeah, come on.
I feel the hot wind on my shoulder and the touch of a world that is older. I hit the switch and check the number. I leave it on and then I slumber. I hear the rhythm ringing through it. Flamenco guitar and cumbia music. I hear the talking of the DJ. The devil said, what does he say? I'm on a Mexican radio. I'm on a Mexican radio.
Broadcasting live from high atop the J.P. White Building in downtown Roswell, New Mexico. It's Mornings with Mike Winters on 106.5 Roswell's Talk FM.
Is that what I sound like when I talk?
Now, here's your host, Mike Winters.
And good morning. It is 6 minutes after 9 o'clock. Welcome to hour number 3.
Tres Inviernos
of Mornings with Mike Winters, right here on 106.5 Roswell's Talk FM. Happy, oh so happy. Oh, Tuesday. What's that? Oh. Tuesday. Is our guest here?
There's somebody here.
Yes. Oh, okay. I just saw that. I thought you was talking to me. I was like, what? It took me off. Because she was looking like happy. I thought she was talking to me. So yeah. So, very good. Happy Tuesday, everybody. I got so sorry. I was like, what? Because I thought, like, I was literally up here and then she was looking at me like, is she talking to me? What am I listening? I'm sorry. What was I? Did I miss something? So yeah, I'm confused. But anyway.
Yes.
Happy Tuesday. Welcome. Hope all of you are having a wonderful day.
Welcome all who gather here.
Yeah. I'm got football Friday.
Yes. High school football action coming your way, and you can catch all those games in glistening HD over at ksvptv.com.
Yeah, Friday night we will have the home team each Friday on the radio right here on 106.5, and I believe Roswell's at home.
Yeah, Roswell's their opener is at home, taking on the Eagles of Hobbs.
Yeah.
Pregame 6:30, kickoff 7 o'clock. You can hear that game right here on 106.5 Roswell's Talk FM and see that game at ksvptv.com.
Yeah. But Goddard fans, you can watch and see the game on ksvptv.com and the Goddard Rocket channel for their road game.
And this isn't like a lack of love thing. We're trying to show as much love as we can. This is more of like a lack of equipment preparedness.
Well, and no, we're just kind of
hardened software preparedness.
And the way the world here is really, our sports is going to a video format.
Mm-hmm.
We're kind of slowly transitioning into that, where if you want to see high school sports, we're going to send you to our video and you go watch it for free there, because. And we're keeping football on the radio.
So tell your friends, trans sports right here at Pecos Valley Broadcasting.
But like whereas radio, we get and we put the football in there, and we'll continue to put like playoffs so we don't get the video and things. But
it's a visual medium.
It's better on video, and plus, whereas on these formats, we have programs that people like to listen to, and so we preempt our evening programming that people listen to on a regular basis to bring you football, which we like most of the time. But when it gets to basketball and where there's not as much of a demand, it really isn't. So we do this to satisfy all of our audiences. Our radio audience can continue to listen to their favorite evening programming. You get to continue to watch sports.
So. One of my favorite kind of subtle gags in the movie Hot Rod. At the end, the whole premise of the movie is Rod is trying to raise $50,000 for his father's conveniently priced surgery, stepfather. And this radio station comes in to like be a broadcaster of the event and sponsor the event. And like the broadcaster, he's a very old school radio kind of guy. And he's kind of got that old school radio delivery. And the first thing he says, because they're going to cover the jump on the radio, this huge jump, he's going to jump over like 15 school buses.
Right.
The first thing he says, right when he's like, and he's off. Oh, this is amazing. I wish I had some sort of visual medium for you to witness this in. The whole time he was talking up the glory of radio, and the very first thing he says is, boy, do I wish we had video. This little subtle jab to all those radio heads out there.
Yeah.
Of course, I'm somebody who's a fan of a person who can paint a visual picture with audio.
Absolutely. That's why baseball, America's pastime, because they listen to it on the radio, and the guy would sit there and, go watch them. It's still a good show. It's Longmire.
Yeah.
I mean, it's the opposite of what I just said, because he goes down to the brevity thing. But
which
it harkens to that era.
If you've ever worked in radio, we all get there. We all get there a time or two.
Yeah, it's a train wreck show. It's pretty good, though. But I think our guest is here.
Yes.
Very good. Let me give you the rundown for this hour of the show.
Indeed.
We'll get you up to date with weather and all that here in just a bit. Diane Taylor will join us here in just a few. Coming up here is in September. They're having the dedication of the new Nancy Lopez Elementary School. And Nancy will be here as part of that ceremony, and we've got a whole events planned around. So Nancy's going to join us here in just a bit, give us some of the
big deal. Imagine
details.
If there was like a dedication of something at Goddard High, and Goddard himself showed up right now today. I mean, first of all,
that'd be really
wow.
Tricky, but
modern science knows no bounds.
Yeah, it'd have to be a hollow version or something. I don't know how they work that CGI, but no, Nancy will be here.
That's pretty cool.
And it's pretty cool. And so there's some events and things, and we got but Nancy will talk with us a little about it here in just a little bit. Later on the hour, we'll get you up to date with local news and whatever else we can come up with for today's show. Before we do that, I wish I had better news, but I don't. So we'll just get it over with. Here's your weather.
The National Championship Air Races return to Roswell, New Mexico. Get your tickets today at airrace.org.
I'm meteorologist Steve Hamilton with your Pecos Valley weather. We have that upper-level high-pressure system over Texas, and that's covering all of eastern New Mexico, too. We're headed for about 100 on today's high and lots of sunshine. Overnight will be clear, lows near 70, and then we're in the low 100s for the high on Wednesday and Thursday. And we're expecting a lot of sunshine, getting pretty hot by Friday Friday and through the weekend. That's your latest forecast. I'm meteorologist Steve Hamilton.
Thank you, Steve. Currently 80. Yeah, it's already 80, 9 o'clock in the morning, 80 degrees here in Roswell. Humidity's at 41%. Winds are out of the southeast at 6 miles per hour. Expect the high right near 100, 99 officially under sunny skies. South winds 5 to 10 miles per hour. Clear tonight with an overnight low of 71 degrees. South winds 5 to 10 miles per hour. Wednesday, sunny, hot, and a high of 102. Yeah, and it just keeps rolling for there. Thursday, sunny and hot with a high of 101. Friday, sunny and hot, highs right at 100. Saturday, sunny and hot, high of 101. Sunday, sunny and hot, 101. Monday of next week, sunny and hot, 103. So, yeah, no break in store. All right, it is 14 minutes after 9 o'clock. We're going to take a 3.5, 4 minute break here. And then Diane will join us here on the other side. Don't go away.
This lot is stocked. The Summer is Stocked sales event is on now at Roswell Hyundai with great deals on an unbelievable selection of fresh new vehicles. Get 3.49% for up to 60 months and $1,000 in bonus cash on in-stock 26 Kona, 3.49% for 60 and $2,000 in bonus cash on in-stock 26 Elantra, and 0% for 60 and up to $3,000 in dealer choice bonus cash on 26 Tucson SE, plus 0 down and no payments for 90 days. The Summer is Stocked sales event on now at Roswell Hyundai, 1909 West 2nd.
Do you know where your food is coming from? At Pierce Ranch's storefront, you can rely on quality in our pasture-raised cattle available in both grass-finished and grain-finished steaks, ground beef, and more. With local pork, eggs, seasoning, and honey, Pierce Ranch's storefront is your one-stop shop for all your food needs. Check out our local artisans, Western art, and leatherwork, as well as some of our vintage ranch finds in our gift shop area. We're open Tuesday through Friday, 10 a.m. to 5:30 p.m., Saturdays, 8:30 to 2 p.m. under the windmill at 124 East 2nd Street in Roswell.
People are often surprised by what they find here. More expertise than people expect. Advanced technology. Board-certified physicians. Care you might expect to travel hours for. Right here. We've never believed where you live should determine the care you receive. Close to family, close to home. We're here. Artesia General Hospital.
If you want to install a new roof, you can do it the cheap way or you can do it the right way. Jennifer here from Trustmark Roofing, and one of our customers recently found this out the hard way. He was going to hire us to re-roof his roof, but he found someone to do the job for $2,000 cheaper. Half a year later, this customer called us to re-inspect his brand new roof. Turns out this contractor was not a contractor at all. He had no license and no insurance. The roof was installed incorrectly and never had been passed by the city inspector. We had to re-roof his brand new roof, tear off the shingles and start from scratch. It was the most expensive $2,000 anyone has ever saved. If you need a roof installed the right way, you can trust who your neighbors trust. You can trust Trustmark Roofing for no obligation to the penny quote on your roof transformation. Call 575-755-ROOF. That's 575-755-7663.
Trustmark Roofing, we put people first. People are often surprised by what they find here. More expertise than people expect. Advanced technology. Board-certified physicians. Care you might expect to travel hours for. Right here. We've never believed where you live should determine the care you receive. Close to family, close to home. We're here. Artesia General Hospital.
This is a nasty little termite. It loves nothing better than to eat your house, your subfloors, your walls, around your windows. And then they swarm around, taunting you.
We're eating your house. We're eating your house.
You'd like to kill them, wouldn't you? But you don't want trenches dug around your home, and you don't want holes in your foundation. That's where Dow AgroSciences and the Centricon Termite Colony Elimination System come to the rescue. The same system that protects the White House can help protect your house. An authorized operator strategically places Centricon stations around your house and then carefully monitors them for termites. If they're found, a professional inserts bait tube devices. The termites take the bait and they die.
I feel like I'm dying.
Kind of like that, only a lot more effective. In fact, Centricon is proven to eliminate the termite colony. Termites are gone with Centricon. No more colony, no more problem. Visit Centricon.com.
Call Bob Reed Pest Control today for all of Southeast New Mexico. 575-623-5344.
Here's a Mornings with Mike Winters fun fact. Did you know you share your birthday with at least 9 million other people in the world? Your birthday isn't feeling so special now, is it? Here's Mike Winters.
And good morning. It is closing in on 18 minutes after 9 o'clock. And joining us in studio this morning, actually day 2 for Rebecca. Rebecca Forte.
Protest at your front door.
Well, there's a lot of golf things happening, so Rebecca needs to be on the radio. So, and then Diane Taylor joining us as well. Good morning. Welcome back.
Good morning to you. It's always so good to meet with Mike Winters.
I think last time we had John was around every 15 minutes time back in the spring here. So
Yes.
I guess that's technically spring, right?
It seems like yesterday.
Yeah, I know. No kidding. Well, Christmas will be here tomorrow. Yeah. So, but in case folks haven't heard, coming up here, really in just a couple weeks. I mean, like 2-3 weeks away here. We're talking. We are, of course, if folks haven't heard, the new elementary school, the Nancy Lopez Elementary School, after years of lots of going back and forth, they finally built the new school, and as we speak, kids are enjoying it today. But that being said, here in a couple weeks, we're going to have, I'd say, a dedication weekend.
It's a celebration.
Yes, and featuring Nancy Lopez, because Nancy will be here not only for that dedication, but she's going to be here for a couple of big events, and that's what we're going to tell everybody about.
Well, thank you so much for this opportunity.
Yeah.
For those who do not remember Nancy Lopez, she made history, as well as all the players, the young men that were high school students, made actually national history.
If you're a golfer in New Mexico, she is part of your lineage. She is part. To me, she's one of the pioneers in bringing golf to the masses, and you know what I mean. Where she didn't fit the mold of the country club, person that was born into the golf, and kind of she came in and from Roswell, playing really good golf and turning heads with her skills and abilities, and really putting golf for women, but for all golfers on the bigger stage.
12 years old, Nancy Lopez won the first women's tournament in New Mexico, an adult women's tournament. This little girl from over on the east side, nobody thought, that this little kid could play golf. She wound up making world history. Not only making the world history, and I'll give you an example in a second, but she made history in the state of New Mexico by being the first girl to play on a boys' team, since there were no girls' teams in the state of New Mexico.
Yeah.
And it was a major process to legally get her to play.
I imagine a bit embarrassing when she started beating them.
Winning back-to-back state championships. So, and those players are coming from all over the country to come in and play and help celebrate Nancy Lopez, which is, the main point.
Absolutely.
But they're the legacy players. What happened to all of them?
Yeah.
There's also a famous player, Jorina Mendoza from Goddard.
Okay.
And there is, you may be familiar with the Solheim World Cup, Ladies World Cup. Well, Nancy Lopez won that World Cup. 2 decades later, she captains the team for Jorina Mendoza to win the World Cup in the world.
Oh, wow.
They are the only two from the same high school, the same town, that have won that World Cup.
And it's right here in our own backyard. That's amazing.
Yeah.
That's legacy, legendary history right there. Yeah.
Yeah, so, and then...
And they're all going to be here in a couple weeks.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
Every single one will be here, including JoJo Robertson.
That's amazing.
Another
Now,
Goddard High School.
Most of them will play golf. Not all of them, but they'll be whacking the ball around for the weekend too.
All but 2 will be playing golf. The one star player, his name is Bill Torpy. He will not be able to play. And also Art Romero, who is a pro in Texas, had back surgery, so he won't be able to play, but they will definitely be riding around in the carts with him.
I'm sure they'll be in on all the stories and all the fun. So.
Some good advice.
Yes. There'll be some backstreet caddying going on.
But you know something that really amazes me about them?
Yeah.
They want to come back and give back to the community.
Sure.
They want to, and this is going to be exclusive just for our first tee young golfers.
Which hopefully people got to listen to our interview yesterday. If not, you can go catch it online.
And
here.
they will meet with them, give them a little clinic.
Yeah.
But how inspiring to have world champions come back and to help inspire and give the message of we did it, you can do it.
Yeah.
And how many of these golfers have turned pro.
It's going to be cool. And I imagine and who knows, there might be one young little boy or girl sitting there in that first tee watching Nancy and some of these individuals speak, and 20 years from now we'll see them on TV, at the Ryder Cup or Wimbledon, or not Wimbledon, but Masters or something like that. Wimbledon would be kind of a weird one, but that'd be.
Too many rules for Wimbledon.
But you know what I mean. That could be where we see that. That could be the next person we're talking about every weekend on the TV here.
It could be your daughter. It could maybe be you,
Absolutely.
Mike.
Not me. I'm a little long in the tooth to be picking up being good at golf.
To be able to connect our young people to these young women, these ladies who have come through the community, and really get to know who they are. They all know the name.
Yeah.
Now they're going to get to put some history and experience with them.
And when they're old, like I think when they're older. Like some of the ones that are like teenagers, they're going to get it now.
Yes.
But even the ones that are like 6, 7, 8, where it may not kind of sink in now, here in about 10 years,
It'll really be meaningful.
Yeah, you'll be like, oh, wait, I think I should have been hanging out more there. That would have
And
been
if we
a
don't
good.
build those connections with people
Then we
from our
don't have
community, then they don't have that beyond
exactly.
Roswell look to see, what can we bring back to our community? How can we give to our schools? So it really makes great young people.
Absolutely. This is very cool. And I'm not to mention, I'm sure there's going to be a lot of adults hanging around town that would like to meet Nancy and some of the other players here. And we'll have opportunities here. But by you supporting First Tee, you can come out and sponsor and be a part of this. Who knows?
Yeah,
Maybe you
it's
get
great
to
fun.
be part of that too and help continue the cause so that these young children can continue to learn golf and learn life skills through golf.
One of
through
the
First Tee.
legacy golfers is a gentleman by the name of Henry Sandals.
Okay.
Who played with Nancy. At that time, you had Roswell High and Goddard High coming together, as well as the Institute playing and practicing together. Well,
Yeah.
Henry Sandals is a person who is led First Tee, where he built and started the.
Oh, it's his baby project.
He was fundamental in that for
Well, he's
years.
got a cool, like if you want a radio name, that's a cool
Henry Sandals?
Henry Sandals with you on the morning. That's
He's a cool guy.
That's a
He
sweet
really
radio
is.
name. I'm just saying. Henry
flows.
Sandals with you.
Especially if you live on the beach.
And Henry will be here. There will be great opportunity, and the city has so embraced Nancy coming back because, after all, what used to be a 9-hole golf course is now the 18-hole, which bears her name.
All I'm saying is, Lovington has Brian Urlacher. We have Nancy Lopez.
Absolutely. Yeah, right.
Nancy's our Brian Urlacher. She's our person that's really got on an international spotlight and has just what she's done for golf, what she's done for women's sports, what she's done for sports
She's done a
in
lot
general.
of amazing things for women's sports.
I mean, and that's just it. I don't want to pigeonhole with just women's because that's not enough. She's
No.
done- I mean, yes, certainly she has.
Well, she's
but
an
it's bigger than
inspiration
that. It's bigger
to
than
Hispanic youth coming up. I mean, truly.
She checked so many boxes. Everything that
First Hispanic professional golfer.
Yeah,
from Roswell, New Mexico,
Yeah.
from Goddard High School. She represents not only Roswell, not only education
Yeah.
free, she represents nationally and worldwide. Is in every Hall of Fame possible.
And not to mention, I mean, and this is the side, I mean, I don't dwell on a little bit, but, this isn't, she didn't do it in 2026. She did this in a time where you're still dealing
Lots
with
of obstacles.
a lot of, we'll just say, just social issues
Right.
that were going on in that time, you know?
True.
And she was right in the middle of probably combating that on top of the fact that I'm just trying to make it as a golfer. You
Right,
know?
right.
Now I got to make it as a Hispanic female golfer,
Yeah.
you know, and that's
Overcame many obstacles
Yeah.
and opened doors and made pathways
Yeah.
for not just herself, but for all to follow.
Mhm.
And she, till this day, does great community service, sits on Tunnel of Towers board, is a great advocate, and does a lot of charity work.
Yeah.
Nancy, you'll hear sometimes a comment, well, she doesn't often come back. Her family has all passed that lived here. But it takes one phone call. Call Nancy, she'll come.
Sure. Well, she probably loves to visit, but I mean, she's now at a point in her life where she can live in nice places with drinks with umbrellas and things.
You know, the interesting thing about Nancy, who taught her how to golf, was her dad,
Yeah.
Domingo Sunday Lopez. And he not only taught Nancy how to golf, and he was her only coach.
Even to adulthood and to her
He was
her
always there.
pro career and everything.
And
yeah.
how he taught discipline, how he taught positive, I
Perseverance.
can do.
Yeah.
And he was with her through every tournament. Unfortunately, her mom passed suddenly before Nancy really made it on the big stage.
So she missed some of that. Yeah.
Yeah. But Nancy's always carried her in her heart. The one thing Nancy requested when I come back, just give me some private time. I need to go visit my parents' grave.
I would say they imagine they're probably here in town somewhere.
Right.
Yeah.
And she says, my daughter will be here, and I want her to see the beautiful town I came from. I want her to see where I grew up and meet some of the people that helped me along the way.
And get her chili fix.
Get a chili fix, right? Well, it'll be so
'Cause she lives
exciting
in-
for
I think
her.
she's in Florida now, right? Isn't
She
that
is
what she
in
calls-
Florida now.
I don't think
She
they have a lot
probably
of chili in
travels a
Florida.
lot.
I'm just saying, but she might get it
No,
shipped
maybe
in.
not. A different kind of chili, perhaps.
That's right, yeah.
No, that's the one thing she requested.
I would imagine. That makes
I
sense.
want some really good chili.
Oh.
I want Mexican food.
Oh, well.
And at the dinner that we'll be having, the celebration dinner for Nancy and all the legacy players, we will be having only Mexican food and mariachi dancers
Nice.
and
the
bringing
the red and
home
green will
roots.
be flowing.
That's right.
Big question, red or green?
Yeah, well, that's the biggest, toughest thing of the night there. So, but y'all can fight that battle. I'm not gonna get. I'm a Christmas kind of guy.
Yeah,
I kinda-
absolutely. Take it all.
I'll take it all. It's all good. It actually depends on what I'm eating. Like if I go chicken enchiladas, I tend to go green.
Green, right.
Beef, I go red.
Red,
It's just,
that's us too.
It just kind of just depends. But.
And make sure it has some kick to it.
Right.
Yes.
Well, then I'll usually ask, and sometimes like if you haven't been to Tia Sophia's yet, that's an amazing place to eat. But the general run is the green's usually hotter than the red there. Not always, but every time I've gone there, but that's not usually the case. Usually,
Right, it's usually the opposite. The
that's
red
one of the
makes you
places
sweat.
that I generally find they're the other way around.
Right.
But anyway, please, this is all going on September the 3rd through the 5th. It'll all be going on there now. As far as like some of the events that are going on, is most of that like the banquet stuff? Is that a public? Like, is there public opportunities here? Or is this
Yeah,
mostly
with
for
the banquet? Yes.
Okay.
And, the tickets are going fast.
Okay.
Please call Rebecca
Right,
to
the
make
first
the
fee.
reservations
Okay.
because they have to be prepaid. The limit is 300 people
Gotcha.
because that's the highest
Capacity.
capacity.
Mhm.
Since the convention center is no longer opened. But
that'll be Saturday, September 5th, the Legacy Dinner
The
over
actual
at the
dinner
Elks
that
Lodge.
evening. Okay.
and we're starting with on the 3rd will be, I think it's the 3rd. The 3rd, the Roswell bypass will be named the Nancy Lopez bypass.
I was going to say this is. We mentioned the school, but I forgot. Yeah, we also covering 2 places.
3.
Three, actually. Yeah.
An interesting point: only 2 living people have a highway or bypass named after them. One is Mike Smith, our great golf jockey, from Hagerman. And it'll be Nancy Lopez, our great golfer from Roswell.
And we beat Brian Urlacher to that one. Mike Smith
Right.
and we got them both.
So once again, Roswell made history.
Absolutely.
And
That's
then
cool.
the next day, we will be doing the school. And it'll be the Nancy Lopez Elementary School. Nancy was here. I was on the board when we first renamed Flora Vista. This time for the new school, it'll be a new school board members, but Nancy will be here to welcome and present every kid in the school a T-shirt.
Nice. Very cool.
It'll be something very special. And then following that, all these golfers coming in from all over the country, and I mean literally all over the country, will be having a reunion at Goddard High School.
Okay.
To instill, and all the high school golfers will be invited to that, where to instill, stay in school, stay off drugs, make smart choices, work hard. Your dream is possible. Just make the right choices.
They're staring at a room full of people that stuck through it, and look where their lives ended up.
And no excuses.
Yeah.
No excuses. Work hard.
Yeah.
Make a commitment. Stay off drugs. Don't, get in trouble. Stay in school.
Sure.
Never give up. And I love that that very same philosophy is instilled to the First Tee kids. That's part of their mantra.
Well, and that's really what when we talk about this kind of stuff, and yes, the world we live in, it moves fast, technology, the way there's always changing and evolving. But what doesn't change is the values, the things you do.
Foundation.
If you work hard, if you're honest, if you do the things we teach, your life will turn out good. You will see results. You will see a positive thing and pursue wherever. Now, it may not exactly go the way you thought it was going to go. Or is easy, but I guarantee you will get the positive results when you keep doing it. And
it doesn't have to be just sports. Look at yourself, Mike. You're an Eagle Scout.
I am.
Look where you are today. It took work. It took effort. It took a commitment
I got a little
on
lucky
your
on this one,
part.
a loud mouth, but yeah.
But, yeah, nobody gave you your opportunity to be successful. You earned it.
Yeah, it's and to be honest, it's life begat everything, because and this is where wisdom really gets. And as a 20-year-old, I would have told me to shut up, but me now at 50, I'm like, dude, now I get it. It kind of makes sense.
Makes a lot of sense now,
50s,
doesn't it?
Yeah, it's kind of like, okay, I get it. Yes, it may feel good in the moment when you do the thing, but there is repercussions down the road for things. When you say or do something or anything, your actions do matter. And so if you take the high road all the time, you're going to be all right.
Yes.
Even if it, there's things that you get disappointments in life with people or things that happen, but if you do the right thing, it will work out. And I believe that, and I'm a Christian, so I'm kind of as that,
you need that faith.
I do. I'm like,
and
hey,
that
look,
standard in those.
The world could go in hell in a handbasket, but I as a Christian, God's got me, and then it may not be here where it's all right, but it'll be somewhere.
Right, we already won.
But anyway, that's kind of that's the mindset you got to put, and that's why the golf and the First Tee and all of this instills that dedication, fundamentals. Like, look, be kind to be honest, be even though life is not always going to go your way. Be the high road, live in the moment on that thing, and learn from those mistakes, and take that lesson and do better from it next time.
And be a leader. We really want our young people to be leaders, because they have an opportunity to share with their peers.
Yeah.
And they are the learning level of young people.
And I think if you establish that foundation, the ancillary falls out. The drugs, the stuff like that, they understand the risks and things, and because they understand, look, there's something better here, and something, and I get it. Kids are kids. You want to push envelopes. You want to try things and new things. All kids do that. And you're going to make mistakes and do dumb things. All of us do. You're just going to do that. But how do you come back from it? Well, you don't, obviously some mistakes you don't want to go too far with on this, but I get it. This is all, and we all understand that. But with the foundation.
We all fail along the way.
Absolutely.
But failure is never complete. Once you stand up, you use what you think is failure today as a learning experience, and you get up, and well, it didn't work out that way, but I tried another. You should have heard me the first
time I talked on the radio. Boy, howdy, was that a
lots of
mess. There was still a lot of ums, but I just had nothing to say in between the ums.
It was all
You look at the great golfers that followed Nancy, Jarena Mendoza.
Yeah.
You look at JoJo Roberts, and you look at some of the young men, And where are they today? They made choices. They worked hard. They earned it.
Sure.
And that's...
I would argue guys like Tiger Woods, people that are household names because of people like Nancy Lopez. You know,
That's
I mean, that it's these generations that paved the way for the next generation. And she's one of those that brought golf. And I mean, because we talk about, first female history, but I almost look at it as back in those days, it was, a country club, kind of a high society, money, and she's broke those barriers and broke those ceilings and said, no, golf is for anyone that wants to play golf.
It is.
And
First Tee's good about that. Our programs we offer a lot of scholarships.
Yeah.
And we don't require you to have a uniform and equipment, and you just come in as you are and are prepared and
golf can
equipped.
be very expensive, but it doesn't have to be.
But it doesn't have to be.
And the love of the game, and that's why the First Tee's great, because there's literally the kids get their first clubs, they get to really do all, enjoy the game, and then if they do embrace it and love it, then we can worry about spending some money on some clubs. But,
right.
But that money,
time will come.
but at the meantime, it does. It teaches teamwork. It teaches, and believe it or not, I know golf people don't think about that, but it's very much teamwork and things and working together, being honest, those values. And that in golf, the golf course is such a great roadmap to teach those kind of things. Because how many times you watch golfers throw various things in the water and frustration and deal with that, because this teaches how to navigate that kind of stuff. And
that's needed everywhere.
And that transitions
the ability to
life.
Have self-control and empathy and confidence.
Take a breath next time the guy cuts you off in traffic and, want to shake a fist or worse at them. This teaches those skills and all that.
Roswell is such a great community. We've produced so many heroes, so many leaders, so many great athletes. And to see that this particular group, they're all coming back. I mean, and each one of them have the same thought. What can we give back? They're coming back to instill, hey guys, we did it. We may be a little old today, but we once were your age and we didn't give up, and we don't want you to. Make good choices. And especially stay in school and be part of a community.
Absolutely. Get involved in your thing, and then that's what they do. And it's great to see it. So we hope folks make an opportunity to come to the banquet here on the 5th.
And to the dedications.
Please come to the
dedications.
And definitely support First Tee and the golf tournament. It's a great way to support, even if you're like, well, I'm going to be out of town. Well, no, sponsor the First Tee golf tournament or pay it forward and pay for a team to play, or do something to help out there, or just make a donation to First Tee and say, here's a check, go buy the kids some golf clubs or whatever they need.
Lots of
kids ever turned away from First Tee.
We have just a really great group of young people. And our teen mentors are really cool. And it's cool for these people who are out and about in the world to come back, and the kids feel seen. They say these people are adults, but they still think that they know that we're important.
Sure.
That helps so much in their own confidence.
And imagine, they're going to meet her, and she's going to sign some towels or some whatever.
Her hand's going to be very sore, all of them.
Yeah,
they're going to have to sign a lot of things.
Yeah, and they're going to be, for years later, every one of them are going to have some kind of keepsake room or wherever they keep that kind of stuff, and it'll be there the rest of their lives, and probably something they give to their kids. Who knows?
And one in particular, Golf Channel has been in contact. Hey, is this really happening?
Oh, nice.
We'd like to be part of this.
So they're going to be out and about too, huh?
I don't know, because I'm not that part of it, but they're interested. We have news media coming in all over. This is history.
It's a big deal.
It's a very historical event. Nancy Lopez, just as what Sports Illustrated cover stated, Nancy Lopez is the face of ladies golf.
Mm-hmm.
She's the one that really put ladies golf on the map.
Absolutely. She is the Babe Ruth, the Wayne Gretzky, the Joe Montana. I don't know. Pick your sport.
You covered them all.
Remember Roger Staubach?
Roger Staubach.
That's right.
I went Montana. I should have gone Staubach around here. As long as they don't go Bart Starr or something. Anyway.
And some of our war heroes, one of the golfers that were on the team that played with Nancy, I believe now is a 4-star general.
Oh, really?
So they're all coming back, and it's amazing how successful each and every one of these players were.
I'd love to be the fly on the wall to see how competitive they get when they get out there. Like, are they gonna
oh yeah,
I'm sure they all got it. They're all professional. You know what I mean? They all played golf at a competitive level in some way, shape, or form.
They still don't want a woman to beat them,
and they don't want to lose. Yeah, I'm just saying there might be some bets going. They're just saying there might be a bet or two, and then she's gonna smoke them, and it'll be funny.
Every team will play a hole with Nancy and Jarena.
Nice.
So I'd be kind of like to be a little fly out there watching who really has that shot.
Have some video coverage every shot.
I don't know. All I'm saying is you better videotape her swing and study it. Whatever she's doing.
Are you going to play?
I'm not a player. I have no golf skills whatsoever. I am not a golfer.
I'll drive a cart.
Yeah, I can. I played hockey. So, I'm that part of Happy Gilmore. I can play hockey. I can't play golf.
Well, that's not something you see here a lot. So
I don't play a lot around here.
No, I'm from northeastern Pennselsylvania. That was big.
Hockey. Well, I grew up D.C., Maryland area, so I played. I played hockey, and it was a lot of fun.
Every kid got a puck and a hockey stick.
Yeah. Well, I got my first stick was going to Caps games. They used to have free stick day. And that was my first stick, was free stick day at the Caps game. So I wore it down on a nub and then got another free stick.
That's great. My daughter lives in Idaho and she likes to go. She calls it a boy aquarium. She goes to the boy aquarium.
That's an interesting name. The boy aquarium.
She's a young woman.
That's pretty funny. But again, September 3rd through the 5th, it's going to be 3 days of Nancy Lopez mania, basically.
And our legacy golfers.
Yes, please get involved. Reach out to First Tee if you have any questions about wanting to be involved.
If you want dinner tickets, we still have a few dinner tickets left.
Yeah, get tickets.
Great meal.
And certainly, if nothing else, to support our First Tee program and the foundation and making sure that these kids, any child that wants to do this, they have an opportunity.
And the history of Roswell, New Mexico.
Oh, it's gonna be cool. It's gonna be cool. I'm really excited.
Looking for you to be there.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to dinner. I'll be eating and everything. I'm not a golfer, but I can eat.
He can eat.
I can eat and shake hands with the next.
There we go.
But, it'll be a lot of fun. So.
And we're going to have a photo booth there, so you can, excuse me, take. I'm interested to see the new photo of these golfers.
Team?
Yeah, 50 years later.
Have to have a side by side.
Get the before and
after. I don't know if I would want anybody to do that for myself, but oh my!
I told Nancy, I said we're going to have name tags, and they'll be big print.
Well, the good news is in this day and age we can touch it up, so we can all look like beauty stars. At the
ChatGPT, please, to the rescue.
All of us look like Hollywood stars. Like
wow, that is a nice group of white folks.
VR pose. Yeah, we can all look like Hollywood stars by the time we're done here.
And I believe it's on the 31st of August. You're going to be having on your show some of the players come in.
Yeah, I know we've got a couple dates set up here, and that'll be that date.
And they will be the legacy players that are traveling from different parts of the country to be here on your show.
Cool. Good deal. They're here for more than that, but
right, that came just for you.
They will also be on the show.
That's right. It'll be great for everybody
That'll be cool.
Get to hear from them.
I look forward to that. It'll be fun, and it'll be. But basically, we're looking at a weekend of really just celebrating all things Nancy Lopez and golf here, and celebrating our youth. And it all kind of crescendos here with the dedication of the Nancy Lopez Elementary School here and the bypass and all of that's going on.
If people have not driven by the school, they need to, not during the peak times.
Yeah.
But that building is marvelous.
Oh, yeah.
It's a great facility. I'm so excited for them to have that.
And I'm going to stick around a week and hang out for the air races and all that, too.
That's right. Oh, I can't believe that's
like
already
a week later,
coming around. That seems like just yesterday.
Yeah, it'll be like a week after.
Yeah.
After all this will be
fun time. As soon as it gets cooler, temperatures in Roswell get cooler.
Will it ever get cooler?
Yeah.
I hope. Well, not anytime soon.
Not now.
3 through Monday, our highs are 100 and above. So. Yeah. So.
Well, I think it's pretty cool. The Mike Winter Show is going to be, excuse me, the first to interview before any other media these players.
It'll be fun.
Yeah.
I won't be the best. There'll be way better interviews than me. I'm just kidding. No. I'm just goofy. That's right. But I'll be fun. It'll be a lot of fun. I look forward to it.
As somebody who works with golfers, I can tell you they appreciate goofy. They do.
Well, I've got it in heaping helping.
Yes, there we go.
And you do so much for our community, Mike. I don't know how to thank you. I mean, you go above and beyond.
We have a good platform, and I like to, that's what this is what this show is about, is just connecting community and doing our stuff. And, I know most of the day it's political talk and all that. And I'm like, we got plenty of that. You can listen all day. But from 7 to 10, I'm going to talk about Roswell.
And he's an Eagle Scout.
I was a Girl Scout Gold Award recipient.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, my brother was an Eagle Scout.
Nice.
So I appreciate that. That's a high calling.
Actually, when I went in the military, that's how I got my stripe.
Yeah.
When I went to Air Force, when I graduated basic, because I'm an Eagle, I came in with a stripe instead of 6 sleeve there. So
that's great.
So I got about $100 more a paycheck. That was
the Gold Award offers the same to the Girl Scouts who have that. It's a high honor.
It is, absolutely. There's a reason.
It's not given out.
No,
you got to work.
I know in Boy Scouts now. I remember. I don't know the stats now, but back in the day, it was like 1 out of every 100 got Eagle. And
I'm sure it's probably less now.
Girl Scouts is probably somewhere in the equivalent.
I was the first one in Dexter. A friend and I, we both got ours the first year in 1995.
Wow.
Back in the day.
For your gold?
For our Gold Award. We were the first.
Yeah, it's very rare that happens.
And it's rarer today because of the commitment it takes in the work that you have to do to become an Eagle.
Although, if they really knew, pull back the curtain, there's a lot of fun. It's like I went whitewater rafting, I went camping.
All of it's great fun.
I went to Australia. I went to Philmont, which is a big deal.
Philmont's gorgeous.
I mean, it's not as big a deal here because it's in your state, but when you live in Maryland, Philmont's a big deal.
Yeah. Lots of opportunity.
Yeah. I got a lot. Oh, by the way, I got Eagle, too. So I say Eagle, but Scouts gave me way more than I got.
Absolutely. That could be a whole show.
I'll sing that phrase.
Remember, once an Eagle, always an Eagle.
Oh, yeah, it's the same thing. You never... There's no such thing as a former Marine or a former Eagle. You're an Eagle Scout, you're a Marine. So.
Yeah.
But again, please put on your radar, folks. Nancy Lopez is coming, and all of the legacy golfers. It's going to be a weekend of celebrating golf, celebrating Roswell, celebrating her and her achievements, and of course our brand new elementary school and these kids and everything.
And our youth.
Yeah. So. We'll see you guys here in a week or two, or whenever our next one is. I don't remember off the top of my head, but we got one here in a couple weeks. We'll see you here to remind folks.
One next week.
Yeah, it's next week. I know it's like every week.
Oh my goodness!
I think between now and September, I think we're seeing you every week at some point here. I think, but
it's here. I can't believe it.
I know.
Oh my gosh!
Well,
good thing I left all my
tomorrow.
Right? I know. Do you have your costume? You could pick something from your treasure trove here to decorate.
Actually, that's also my wife's birthday, Halloween.
Oh, that's cool.
So generally, we do more birthday than less Halloween.
Right.
But sometimes they collide. But sometimes
just don't forget the birthday.
No,
okay.
I will definitely be in the dog. My birthday, my Halloween costume will be a dog outfit. That's what I'm wearing.
And once again, thank you so much, Mike.
Thank you guys, and we appreciate this opportunity. I know you've done a lot of work to make this happen behind closed doors and scenes, and folks don't realize. Especially events like this, every 15 minutes, that amazing program that pulls off every year, Diane's at the heart of soul making that happen every year. So,
thank you.
She's up here buttering me up, but she's equally as involved. Thank you very much, ladies.
Thank you.
And we'll see you
bless
next time. You too, and stay cool. Try to find some lemon, an Arnold Palmer, if we will.
I know that's Palmer.
Is there a Nancy Lopez version of some kind of tea lemonade mixer?
I'm going to Google that.
We're gonna have to see if we have a version.
A drink that's the Nancy Lopez.
Yeah.
Oh, we do an Arnold Palmer at the first tea tournament. That's a non-alcoholic.
Well, yes, it's lemonade and tea. Yeah.
And the kids think that's so funny.
Yeah.
So.
Well, maybe there's a Nancy Lopez.
There might be.
Maybe. I don't know. We'll have to figure that one out.
Right.
I don't know, but very good.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys. We'll see you next time.
Thank you, Mike. Appreciate it.
We'll see. Have fun.
Thank you. You too.
It is 9:51. Let us pause for news, Hannity update, quick break, and whatever else that we can crowbar in for the kick me off the radio. Don't go away.
With SRN News, I'm Bob Agnew in Washington. Several key states are in the spotlight today as it is a primary day. The states involved, some of the biggest, Florida, Wyoming, California, and Alaska. voting taking place against a backdrop of Republican-led redistricting battles and inter-party strife between the progressive and establishment wings of the Democrats. Scandal-plagued candidates and incumbents also add some to the drama. Cleanup is underway today across various parts of the country, battered by several days of deadly and destructive storms. 7 people died in the state of Indiana, 1 in West Virginia. Forecasters are warning that more severe weather is not out of the question. The United Nations reports some 17,000 Ukrainian civilians have been killed since Russia invaded in early 2022. The death toll continues to rise each day as both sides wage war, trading missile and drone strikes. This is SRN News.
Waking up on the right side. This is the Sean Hannity Morning Minute.
We've often used the example of Nancy Pelosi. She lives in this very expensive, multi-million-dollar mansion in this prestigious part of San Francisco. And about a mile away is one of these open-air drug dens where people are defecating on the streets. And then on about a mile on the other side of this drug den, this hellhole where people are openly shooting up, defecating in the streets, urinating in the streets, and all this is her office. So here she lives in this very wealthy neighborhood, gated community, of course, because they want to be protected from those lunatics in case they walk by. They can't get in. And I'm sure there's top-notch security for her and her neighbors.
From coast to coast, from sea to shining sea, it's the Sean Hannity Show.
For generations, American retirement relied on a stable, 3-legged stool. Now, that's pension, Social Security, personal savings. Now, to be honest, that stool kind of looks to be broken. If you are near retirement age, relying solely on paper assets could possibly put your lifestyle at risk. I put a portion of my portfolio into physical gold and silver. And you know what? It's a time-tested way for me and helped me to fortify a lot of the money that I was trying to save when I finally was able to save money. Now I only go to one gold company. It's Goldco. They're also our partners, but I'm also a customer. And they can show you how to get properly diversified, just like they have helped me. They will offer you their free gold and silver kit today to see where you stand. Then look into their special offer where you can get up to an extra 10% in free silver just for getting started. Goldco, the real deal. Don't wait. Call now, 855-815-GOLD, 855-815-GOLD.
I'm meteorologist Steve Hamilton with your Pecos Valley weather. We have that upper-level high-pressure system over Texas, and that's covering all of eastern New Mexico, too. We're headed for about 100 on today's high and lots of sunshine. Overnight will be clear, lows near 70, and then we're in the low 100s for the high on Wednesday and Thursday. And we're expecting a lot of sunshine, getting pretty hot by Friday and through the weekend. That's your latest forecast. I'm meteorologist Steve Hamilton.
With the Wall Street Business Report, I'm Rich Thomason. Barring a last-minute deal, higher U.S. tariffs on a host of Canadian products are due to kick in at 12:01 a.m. tomorrow. 50% tariffs on $20 billion worth of Canadian goods, ranging from hockey sticks to tongue depressors. Child safety and privacy are at the heart of a lawsuit filed against Facebook and Instagram parent Meta. 4 states are seeking extensive damages in the trial. It gets underway today with opening arguments. California, Colorado, Kentucky, and New Jersey are also demanding changes in how the company operates its popular online platforms. OpenAI is launching a version of ChatGPT designed for teens. ChatGPT for teens, tailored for kids 13 to 17, with stronger protections, including content restrictions around things like suicide, self-harm, and romantic or sexual chats. For the Wall Street Business Report, I'm Rich Thomason.
Hey, Roswell, time is running out to cash in on some of the biggest savings of the season. The loan and lease termination sales event is happening right now at Roswell Ford. Drive away with a truckload of savings in a brand new Ford F-Series pickup with financing as low as 0% APR and make no payments for 90 days. Upside down in your current car, truck, or SUV and want out early? Roswell Ford will do whatever it takes to get you out of your trade, even if you owe up to $10,000 more than it's worth. Have less than perfect credit? Roswell Roswell Ford works with a network of aggressive lenders that will push to approve your credit, even if it's less than perfect. Get on board at Roswell Ford during our loan and lease termination event and get huge savings on all new F-Series trucks, America's top-selling pickup in each of the past 49 years. 821 North Main Street in beautiful Roswell. Call 575-623-3673 or online at roswellford.com. 0 APR for 36 months is $27.78 per thousand finance on F-150 trucks. Excludes Raptor. Interest accrues from date of sale. Subject to lender approval. Offers not combined.
The flavors of the Far East in a whole new location. Asian Market now has a new home at 2601C North Main in Roswell with an expanded selection for your make-at-home Asian cuisines. All the hard-to-find ingredients like fish sauce, Thai chili, boba, kimchi, pork belly, white miso paste, banana leaves, and a variety of mushrooms including enoki, plus seafood and more. Open Monday through Saturday 9 to 6, Sundays noon to 6 at 2601C North Main in Roswell, just north of the old Big Lots. The flavors of the East in a new location at Asian Market.
As part of the ongoing effort to keep the roads of New Mexico safe, we would like to share a list of things you should never attempt behind the wheel of your automobile.
Texting your friends, wrestling your friends, eating a sandwich, making a sandwich, hugging your kids, buckling your kids, brushing your hair, brushing your teeth, flossing your teeth, adjusting your seat, rubbing your feet, reading the paper, using a shaver, applying makeup,
You get the point. A large number of car crashes occur when the driver is doing something other than driving. Drive safe, New Mexico.
Paid for by the New Mexico Department of Transportation and aired in cooperation with the NMBA and the station.
Summer fun is almost done, but the savings roll on during the Roswell Honda Summer Event. Now through the end of the month, score an unbelievable rate on your next ride. Like 5.49% for up to 60 months on 2026 Civic Hatchback, 3.99% for up to 60 on 26 HRV and Accord Hybrid, 2.49% for up to 36 months on 26 CRV and CRV Hybrid, and an unbelievable 1.99% for up to 36 months on 2026 Ridgeline. The summer event on now at Roswell Honda, 2177 West 2nd.
Straight Talk Wireless presents Pickup Truck Wisdom.
Trust is earned. That's why I've stuck with Straight Talk. Same price since 2009 on Verizon's 5G network. Cause shoot, anyone can make a promise. Keeping it for years, that means something.
Now plans starting at $25 a month with 4 lines. Find us at straighttalk.com and Walmart. Straight Talk Wireless. Straightforward. Always. Same price claim applies only to the base monthly price of our $45 plan from October 2009 to present.
Pros, find the right flooring for the job in Lowe's newly redesigned flooring showroom. Shop our expanded assortment of trusted brands and get up to 35% off style selections, Stainmaster, and Stainmaster Pet Protect Special Order Carpet. And while you're here, save $100 on the DeWalt 20-volt max 6-amp-hour 2-pack of batteries. Now just $179. Get more of what you need faster and save more where it counts from the ground up. Our best lineup is here at Lowe's. Valid through 8/26 while supplies last. Selection varies by location.
Here's a Mornings with Mike Winters fun fact. There are 293 ways to make change for $1. Try all 293 on the guy who keeps borrowing money from you. Here's Mike Winters.
And good morning. We are closing in on 10 o'clock. If you missed any part of the show, I invite you to check it out at your leisure. Log on